What's up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, a live play-by-play reaction scoreboard for tonight's game. The San Antonio Spurs versus the Orlando Magic. The Magic have been playing much better than I would have thought this year, and the Spurs are playing, well, much worse than I would have thought this year. But, maybe we can have a bounce-back win. Should have beat the Wizards, should have, would have, could have, didn't do that. The Magic are a beatable team from what I hear. Of course, the Spurs, inconsistent throughout most of the year, so who knows which team's going to show up tonight. Hopefully it's a fun, close game no matter what happens, and a competitive one at that. Phil, good evening. Kellen's out with an elbow injury. Of course he is. Of course he is. Well, of course. Noise Sparks, good evening to you. Isabel, good evening. Isabel is late where you are, as usual. Tracy, go Spurs, go to you. Time to see Wemby Donkey. Wemby Donkey. I haven't said Wemby Donkey in a while. XD Gamer, good evening to you. Hopefully you're all having a wonderful Wednesday. And hopefully a good game. Jamie, good evening to you. Fultz, Suggs, Wagner, Bancaro, and Carter Jr. That's who I have for the Spurs. I assume it's going to be Wemby, Sohan, Champagny, Jones, and Vassell, the usual. XD Gamer, I didn't know you're a Magic fan. I assume he's going to go against Wendell Carter Jr. I don't think Wemby's going to be going against Paolo. I can't imagine that. What the? Who's this? Anyway. Yeah, probably Wendell Carter Jr. Kokoshiba, there were some bad calls in that game. I usually don't like to point out the refs, but that game was a little egregious. That one I felt like we had a couple calls go against us. For the team tankers out there, I don't know how many people are a part of that crew, but for anybody that's looking for the Spurs to lose and be one of the worst 3 or 2 worst teams in the NBA, then that game against the Wizards was a blessing in disguise. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. Robercus, Sal Jr., I agree, let's go Wemby. By the way, huge San Antonio Spurs fan here, obviously sports channel, the name TSR Sports, but can't tell. A Spurs fan for over 30 years. And good things are coming. They gotta be. We've been covering the Spurs on this channel for 5 years. It's been around since 2019, and they've been bad every year. Gonna have a losing season this year, barring a miracle. So next year, I think we're gonna start turning things around big time. I heard Kelvin's out with an elbow injury. That was late news to me. I didn't realize. I don't know what happened. Pistons 57-64 Cavs halftime. Well, that sounds all right. Guys, here's Wemby's competition stats. 4 points, 2 of 9, 9 points, 4 of 11, 20 points, 9 of 16. Mr. Z, I'm not sure what that is. His competition stats? Rod works as well. Thank you. Alien Sports Guru. Every Spurs fan should hope we get one of the top. Well, yes. Alien, I absolutely would like us to get one of the top 3 picks, but I don't want the team to regress or stunt players' growth to do so. I don't want to have the team develop a losing culture, a losing mentality, and want to see players develop. And if some wins come by that, so be it. I'm hoping, to be honest with you, that we're the 3rd worst team. If we're to place in the bottom of the NBA, then number 3 seems to be good for us because we got Duncan as the 3rd worst team in the NBA, and last year we were the 3rd worst team and got Wemby. So, that seems to work. Derek, good evening to you. Rhonda, good evening to you. My favorite 2 teams going at it tonight. 3J, your heart. All right, he's back in server. Greg, good evening to you. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. Fast for your finish and delicious. And as always, go Spurs, go. I didn't put the thing up. Go. Come on, Pop. Go Spurs, go. Go Spurs, go. Getting a little up there in his ears, so getting a little tough. So let me just mute my phone, make sure that doesn't go off all night. Good. Can't believe that guy is actually tending for rookie. Are you guys talking about... Wait, were those Chet Holmgren's most recent stats? 2 of 9, 4 of 11, 9 of 16? Are those the last 3 games for him? 4, 9, and 20? Well, he's slowed down considerably. If the Orlando Magic lose today, they'll be back to 500 for their team record. I can't say anything because the Spurs are a long way from 500. Oh, Mama Wemby. I hope I'm saying that a lot tonight. CSR, who do you think is going to win Rookie of the Year? I think it's Wemby. I discussed this on a video that we did for the channel last week, sometime in the last 10 days, where the Inside the NBA crew said that Victor Wembanyama was the Rookie of the Year, Shaq, Barkley, and Kenny Smith. And I agree. Chet Holmgren is having a fantastic year, we also have to look at context. He's got so much more around him playing well, whereas Victor has. We're working that out right now. Still working that out. I believe so, RH. Will Wemby please Jamal Crawford in form of shake and bake anytime soon? I don't know. He's young. He's developing his moves. I'd like him to see if he could develop a sky hook like Kareem, which that's asking a lot. That was an unguardable shot. Or the dream shake from Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, that's raising the bar high. But if he could add some of those type of moves to his repertoire, he's already hard to defend. That would make him even harder to defend. Eunice French, thank you for stopping in. Arn from the Philippines, thank you for being here. Cowboy X Factor. I can't remember if you commented on the Wemby video because there were a lot of comments on it. If you haven't watched it yet, your boys are in the video. Your boys. That's all I'm going to say. Your two favorites are in the video. Anthony, good evening. This $2 super chat says many new Spurs fans have an old Clippers mindset. You think so? What mindset would that be in regards to LA? I'm not really sure what you're referencing. Do you mean just to lose and keep losing and keep losing? Because eventually we need to start winning. We have a plethora of draft picks coming up, and if the Atlanta Hawks end up blowing it up over there, we're going to have some really good picks over the next few years. Wemby Skyhook would be great. And yes, I agree the Rookie of the Year race will be close, Kerm. But I still think Victor Wembanyama should get it. Well, Kokoshiba, imagine Wemby with shooting 40% from beyond the arc. Right now he's shooting about 30%. Can you imagine if he became a capable three-point shooter? By capable, I mean above league average, and he was knocking down like 40% of his threes? He would be unstoppable. You not watching yet? Yes, those two guys are in it. I thought of you when I was making the video. I didn't put them in there for you. They were going to be in there anyway since they're part of the band, if you will, but I figured that you would enjoy that. He means there's fans that want us to blow it up and be more. Oh, okay, I got you. Listen, some Spurs fans, I'm sure the patience is being tested. A lot of Spurs fans probably aren't used to the team losing. Let's be honest. If you're a Spurs fan from the Tim Duncan era and up, this is new territory. You've never seen a team lose like this, where even I, as a 34-year Spurs fan, have only experienced losing once prior to this stretch, and that was 96-97. Mr. Robinson was out pretty much the whole year. Sean Elliott missed a whole bunch of times, and the Spurs only won 20 games that year, won 20-62. Aside from that, I've only known winning seasons until this recent run, and it feels weird just seeing the team lose. That's not what we're used to. We're used to just a winning culture, winning, 22 winning seasons in a row, 18 years in a row in the playoffs, whatever it was. I forgot the exact numbers, but it's a lot. And all that right now is not there. Did Selena opt out of the video? My video? No, I didn't put her in it. I didn't want to put her in the music video. You're unstoppable, Rich. Thank you. The irresistible force and the immovable object, all in one. That's me. Good evening, Brian. Good evening, Austin. Good evening, Jedi. Good evening, Mars. What I'd say, Dazzle, good evening to you. I was in San Antonio for the last game, and I'm back in Florida now, going to the Heat Magic game next week. Nice. Wemby next year, 12, 25, 11, 4, and 3. So if that's the traditional stats, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 4 assists, and 3 blocks. I think the blocks are going to be higher. I think he's going to average 4 blocks per year. Jorge, good evening to you. Guys, got to check out Locked On Spurs. The host been through 3 rebuilds with this Spurs. 3 rebuilds? How old is he? Like 60? 70? Good luck to him here. Yes, he is a Magic fan, and, well, we'll see what happens. Wagner, Boncaro, Carter Jr., Suggs, and Fultz are the starters for the Orlando Magic tonight. The head coach is Jamal Mosley. Oh, gosh. Yeah, yes. This channel's numbers are probably going to skyrocket. You're going to see even more channels covering the Spurs that never cover the Spurs ever, never give them the time of day, and all of a sudden they're going to be, ooh, we love the Spurs. It is what it is. I get it. Champagne, Soham, Wembanyama, Vassell, Jones. I mean, I had a little part of that fever in 2019 when I covered the NBA playoffs and was, covering the Clippers and Warriors games. I was like, yeah, this is a lot of fun covering, teams that are popular. But then, that died quickly because I didn't like either team. Rod, if we win, I don't think it's going to be by a lot. Maybe by 3? No, not the playoffs this year. Not the playoffs, not the play-in, nothing. The Spurs have the highest winning percentage versus the Magic all time, 71%. They're 49-20 against this team. You know what? This is a winnable game. Just based on history. History's on our side. Just for that, I think we can do it. Let's get a win tonight. Dang it. Win one for Pop. No bear tonight, Greg. No Miss TSR either. She's generally not here during the week. We both have our own work schedules that we have to do, and I don't think you'll be hearing her on a stream anytime soon during the week. So it'll probably be here this weekend for both games, Friday and Saturday, and Bear will be here as well. Mr. Bear. What's up, Son of Scar? They're a lot better than I remember. So people are Magic fans on purpose. Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, Phil. Wemby with the ball, start us off. Jump shot, short, no good. Sohan gets the offensive board. Drives in the paint, gets the layup, and one. All righty, Jeremy. Whoops, wrong team. Jeremy, you look at Jeremy's last 5 games, it's really weird, Spurs fans. He had that big game with 31 points and like 14 rebounds, a couple other okay games. Then he's got 2 just duds. Both games. 1 for 7 for 2 points in his last 5. So I'm hoping that Jeremy Sohan does not show up tonight. The Sohan that just can't make a bucket whatsoever. Last time he played the Orlando Magic, he had 29 points, 11 boards in 32 minutes on March 14th, 2023. Almost a year to the, well, not almost a year to the date, but almost a year ago. So hopefully he can do that again tonight. Wagner will get it over to Carter Jr. Carter Jr. dumps it off in the paint. It's going to get rejected. Magic get the ball back, 10 on the shot clock. I think that was Sohan with the block. Wagner drives in the paint, gets it up and in, and the Magic are on the board 3-2. I don't get the bowl and wedged. Shaq is shacking him. He's a fool in himself. Sohan out 3-point land, starts to drive. Pass to Champagne and get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs 3-2. Nice XD gamer. Have fun. Mastra, doesn't matter where you live. Really, I mean, none of my teams are in the state that I was born in, Massachusetts. No Giants. Wemmy, a little jumper, good. No Yankees, although those teams are close to Massachusetts, but the Spurs are pretty far away from the East Coast. It is Magic Ball down to 5. Wemby, Monday, had 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists, but he looked a little off Monday night, so hopefully he can have a much better game. We're going to need Devin, Wemby, and others. I mean, we need our 2 main guys, and Jeremy. No Kelvin tonight. Somebody's going to have to pick up on the scoring. That's a missed shot from the Magic. Ball's going to go down the court, and it's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Magic Ball. All righty. Mr. Z, smoke one for me. No, I want to see 3 turnovers or less from Wemby. 3 or less. Because the offense goes through him so much, I expect him to have some turnovers, especially as a young rookie. When I see 4, 5, 6, 7, that's a touch much. It is Magic Ball. Boncaro with the ball, and he will pass it out to the lot of headbands in there. Boncaro with the ball now. Get to Carter. Carter with the jumper, no good. I got screwed up by the headbands. A lot of headband power from the Magic. They have 3 guys rocking the headbands. How are you going to contend with that? Sohan driving the paint. What an ugly looking layup. Nothing there. And it is Magic Ball. And a fast break, easy dunk for Franz Wagner. It is 5-4. And for whatever reason, the NBA Pass is not showing the scoreboard anymore. So appreciate that. So hopefully I'm right. The NBA League Pass was acting weird tonight. When I went to put the game on, nothing was there. There was no pregame, no nothing. So I think they're having some issues tonight. Hopefully those issues are fixed. Devin with the ball right now, going to start to drive. Out to Jones. Back to Wemby. 8 on the shot clock. He's going to launch a 3. All right, well. Oh, you didn't know? Nice monster. I've never been to PR. I need to go there. Here, it's beautiful. This pull-up jumper is going to be no good by Paulo Boncaro. Spurs ball. Trey Jones will bring it up. 9 minutes to go. Spurs up 8-4. Ooh, Jones had maybe an oop to Wemby. Missed it. Sohan with the ball. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby in the paint. Spins around, and he's going to throw up the layup. It gets blocked, but we're going to have a foul on Wendell Carter Jr. Wemby is getting too loose with the ball since the second half of the T-Wolves game. I mean, that's been one of his biggest issues this year. He just showed him fixing his sleeve. He definitely is putting some muscle on. He looks much bigger than he did in the summer league. Not significantly bigger, but I mean, he looks more toned, a little bit more muscle. I mean, I think if he had a physique like David Robinson, Maybe not to that level, but, tone, thin, but still, got some muscle on him. Maybe around 230, 235. I think he'd be fine. We don't want him to get too big because his body might not be able to handle it for all we know. Second free throw by Wemby's good. Spurs up 10-4. Victor Wembanyama just hit 2 free throws, and now he's in the chat. And you can get a Go Spurs Go. From Coyote. Vera Robinson was a freaking tank. My goodness. Like just a living Hercules. Magic ball and intercepted by Trey Jones. Jones will bring it up the court for the Spurs. Gets it up to Vassell. Vassell with the alley-oop to Sonnen. And Sonnen reverse throws it down.
Thunder dunk of justice.
That was beautiful. Yes, he was, Three Beards. My favorite player of all time. But if you guys have been here any length of time, you know that's already the case. 12-4. What a finish by the Sohan. You don't mess with the Sohan. This three-pointer is no good by Wendell Carter Jr. Wemby with the rebound. San Antonio Hotspur, Bryce, good evening to you. Odyssey, that was a great finish by Sohan. I don't know if I've ever seen him throw down a reverse. Wemby for 3. Off the front rim, no good. Boncaro with the rebound. Sorry, I'm just feeling silly. Wagner's going to throw it out of bounds. Turnover, Spurs ball. Sean Light was a fun player. Giannis was very skinny when he came in. Not so skinny these days. He put some muscle on. A little bit. Spurs ball. Wemby going to drop it off to Trey Jones. Jones starts to drive. Passes it out to Champagny for 3. God, he sucks. I swear when Champagny shoots, it just feels like a turnover. I'm sorry, Julian. I'm rooting for you. Your team-friendly contract, but damn, you should not be starting for this team. Wagner in the paint. Goes against Wemby. Gets the layup around him. Nice job, Franz Wagner. And now I think I heard a whistle and a timeout by Pop. All right, timeout Pop with 7:09 to go. I saw in Freed, I saw somebody that Sohan was compared to that made the sophomore game, and his stats were significantly worse than Sohan. So, yeah, it definitely felt like a snub. John Doe, I hope you're right. I was going through some things. I found a David Robinson rookie card. I thought of you. How can I... Oh, seriously? Wemby, my P.O. box is listed in the description of the video. It's P.O. Box 8 something something. It's in Manchester, Connecticut. I don't remember the actual number. It's also listed on the About page on the YouTube. Well, when you're on the main page for the YouTube channel, there's also that About section. The P.O. Box is in there as well. Gosh, I can't talk. All right, J Money, have fun, man. You know, I could use some right now. I could use a little Chuck Norris. Sometimes you just need a good Chuck. Just saying. Wait, you know what I'm talking about, though? I forgot who the player was, but it was on the official San Antonio Spurs page on Facebook, and it was like night and day. Ernie, good evening to you. I'm feeling good tonight. You guys feeling good? I feel like we can beat the Magic. I feel like we can do this. All right, man. Thank you, Victor. Appreciate it. Victor Wembanyama hooking me up with the Mr. Robinson card. Thank you. I actually have another viewer who said he's sending a Mr. Robinson thing over. I'm not going to spoil what it is. We'll do an unboxing video for that if it arrives this week. But, man, just getting that's what really makes this channel awesome. Not only getting to call games with you guys and hang out and having a community, but when you guys take the time out of your day to send something Spurs related, I mean, that just, because you can't put a price on that. Whether it's a jersey, I guess you can put a price, but you know what I mean. Whether it's a jersey, a bobblehead, a basketball card, a handwritten thank you, whatever it is, like that stuff just hits you right here because, like, man, somebody took time out of their day to write this or to pack this up, and that stuff means the most to me. Yasursky, I'm not a fan of the last game either. I shoulda, woulda, coulda. This is a young team, and they played like a young team against Washington. They really didn't play well at the end. And I hate to say it, but we had a call or two, maybe more, but at least 2 that felt egregious, where it's like, where is the whistle? You call all these ticky-tack fouls throughout the game, throughout the season, and then you see one of our guys get clobbered, and you're like, where, nothing on that one? Yes, we can win. Julian Champagne's actually averaging 40. Is he really, Alex? Well, let's not forget, he gets a lot of shots in garbage time, and he makes a lot of shots in garbage time. Mike Smith, good evening to you. I totally forgot about that, Isabel. Totally forgot about that. I'm going to be honest with you. Wemby's going to get a little baby Thunder Dunk of Justice. What is a Thunder Dunk of Justice?
Thunder Dunk of Justice.
14-6, Spurs up by 8, and the Magic offenses, but that would be greatly appreciated too, by the way. I mean, that's awesome. It is Magic ball, 4 on the shot clock, and that's going to be rejected. No. Wagner tries to take it against Wemby. What was he thinking? Come on, man. Ooh, that's a turnover by the Spurs. Nice steal by Jalen Suggs. Getting the paint, gets a layup, and that's good. Well, that was a little sloppy. Welcome back, a random kid. Spurs ball, 14-8, 6 minutes to go. The sellout three-point land pick and roll with Wemby. Throws up a very awkward-looking layup, but it worked, so who am I to complain? 16-8. Dang it, I got top chat up, not live chat. I hate this YouTube that they always go to top chat instead of live chat as Wendell Carter Jr. hits a 3. 5-point game. It was bad. There were some bad calls. But you know what? Don't put yourself in position to have those bad calls affect the game. And we did. We still have a 10-point lead. A couple bad calls don't matter. When it's a close game where you're down, they didn't matter. Trey Jones driving the paint, misses the layup. Jeremy Sohan with the rebound and putback. Sohan playing much better than he did against Washington. Not that that's going to be very difficult as he put up a dud against the Wizards. Wow. Wendell Carter Jr. just got around Wemby and threw it down with 2 hands very easily. My clock's like 10 seconds behind for some reason. We'll get it fixed. Wemby with the ball right now against said Carter. We'll drop it off to Devin. Devin stops, pops. Good. Pineapple power. Pineapple power. Lena power.
When you're ready, come and get it.
And a drive in the paint. Man, Franz Wagner has no fear. Took it right at Wemby. Got the reverse layup around him. On the fast break down the other end. Champagne misses at the rim. Sohan gets the offensive board and get kicked out of bounds. Oh, it's actually going to be Magic ball. Sohan's asking, what the heck happened? That was not off of me. What happened? Keldon in street clothes tonight. If you guys didn't know, he apparently has an elbow injury. I want to see a replay on this. Champagne with the dunk attempt and just blows it. And then they cut away before we could see where the ball went off. Great. Never mind. And now a block by Sohan. Sohan's playing some defense tonight. I think that might be his second block. Vassell for 3. All right. Good morning, Joe Nindo. Okay. Sohan come out with a little fire tonight after that last game against Washington. Glad to see that. Magic ball, 4 minutes to go. A drive and nice little jumper by Wendell Carter Jr. in the paint. It's 23-17. That is the way I like it, Gabriel. Jeremy back into the paint. Turn around, spin around, back out to Devin. Devin's going to drive in the paint. He's going to take it at the rim, throws it up, off the glass, and 1. Devin. Andy who? Man, the Bluebirds were coming out on Facebook. Trade Keldon after that Washington game. Man, somebody has one mistake or one bad game. I'm sure people are saying trade Jeremy Sohan after the previous game. It's like, slow down. Honestly, I agree. Fire pop. Well, that's been around there too a lot, Kerm. Wemby 27-13 plus 4 blocks, 2 steals, 6 assists. Spurs win 125-122. Victor Wembanyama actually said if the Spurs win, they would win by 3. Interesting. Joe Reyna, good evening. Joe didn't know because they're a losing team. Losing record's not going to get you a turnover by the Magic. A losing record. Ooh, did we lose a 3-pointer? Okay. 26-17. But a losing record will not get you on TV. It's going to continue to be, the Lakers are going to be on there a million times. The Warriors for now, but they're losing a lot. Blake Wesley for 3? Nope. Sohan with the offensive board. Sohan's really attacking the boards tonight. I like it. Man, he's playing much better on both ends of the court. Sohan drives, gets into the paint, throws up a very awkward layup, and it's good. Jeremy, aggressive tonight. Jeremy with 9 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks in the first quarter. This could be the we don't need Collins KJ game. Moritz Wagner drives in the paint and throws it down. Is he France's brother? I'm sorry, I honestly don't know that. I don't follow the Magic at all. Nice dunk. His Wider got into the paint and threw it down with vicious authority. Vassell Dwight now for the Spurs. Starts to drive into the paint. A little backdoor pass to Barlow. Barlow's little jumper is going to roll around the rim and go in. Spurs put up 30 already. I don't know if Collins is playing. I know Calvin Johnson's out. And happy birthday, Keith. Happy birthday to you. Paulo Banchero in the post. Over Osman off the glass. No good. And the follow-up is no good by, was that, who would that? Marquez Fultz. Ball's going to go out of bounds down the other end, and we're going to have a timeout. Good start for the Spurs. I don't think he's going to keep the pace, but Sohan's on pace for 36 points and 24 boards. I don't think he's going to maintain that pace, but man. So far, so good. Hope he keeps playing like this. You know, that could be a two-jump Nitto. He might not be very happy about the snub with the sophomore versus rookies game, and now he's taking it out on their Orlando Magic. Which I'm fine with. Take it out on your opponent. San Antonio Hotspur, Blake Wesley is very fast. That's probably his biggest asset. He's just got to play under control and, well, be under control and not turn the ball over as much. I mean, he'll get better as time progresses. He's made a big jump just in this year. If you compare Blake Wesley at the start of the season to Blake Wesley right now, he is much better. A lot of people, it's Wagoneer. Is it really? It's Wagoneer? Are you serious? Or yeah, I think they're just trolling. I wish Blake would be selfish on fast breaks. Good evening, Jesse. Thank you for stopping in. Pop was critical. That was a short press conference. I watched that thing and I was like, man, that was short. And then I rewatched it again. I was like, oh, that was like 30 seconds. Pop is not happy. He's like, I'm out of here. Which is good. It didn't seem like that fire was here to start the year. Maybe it's just all the experimentation. He's like, whatever happens, happens. And now that he's done experimenting, I want to start winning some games and see the guys grow. Magic, yeah. Chris Flew, 21, thank you for stopping in. Bacano, so far, you're not cooking. Yeah, dude, blah, 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 blah. Pork chop sandwiches. If you know, you know. What's up, Bobby Fibro? Hey, thank you for stopping in. I'm glad he cussed him out. Good. I would trade Doug McBuckets and Collins. We can't trade Collins yet because of his contract and something with the NBA, CBA, or something's in there that we can't trade him until after the season. I like Zach. I'm totally fine with him going. I have Mike Smith. I know Toronto's totally tanking right now, full tank mode. I don't think we're getting that pick this year. From what I understand, though, not a big college basketball fan. Next year's draft class is much better than this year's, so it might be better if we get that pick next year. By the way, Victor Wembanyama, 100 dunks this season, the most by Spurs since Duncan in 2002 to 2003. He's the third Spur to reach 100 dunks in a season since 96-97. Tim Duncan and David Robinson. Go figure. Jared, are you okay? I think you put the wrong name on the chat there, buddy. You're in TSR stream. Sohan is playing that. I said hi to him earlier. I know he's a Magic fan, but seeing that was very random. I don't think he's in the chat. He can't possibly be in the chat. He's calling the game. Wrong stream yet. Caught ya. We're going to have a whistle on the Spurs with 1:44 to go. Wemby is out, but he did play about 7 minutes in the first quarter. It seems like the minutes restriction is lifted. Most dunks in a season since 96-97. Duncan won 149, D-Rob with 139 and 135. Duncan 111, D-Rob with 106, and Wemby with 100 this year. You know, it's interesting that David Robinson has 3 of the top 5 dunks since 96-97. We consider that was not prime David at that point. I wonder how many dunks, 29 points per game David Robinson had. I guess they were tracking the stat back then, but probably more. Whoops, I forgot a bucket by the Magic, and the Spurs turned the ball over, so it's back to Orlando. 9-point game. Man, Champagne's still out there? Okay. That layup is no good by Anthony Black, but we're going to whistle on the Spurs, and I think we have 2 free throws coming up. Thank you, Joe. By the way, for those of you that watched the Wemby in the name of, I hope you enjoyed the video. That took a lot of time to put together yesterday. A little disappointed with how many views it has, but I'm very happy about how many thumbs up it has and how interactive you guys were with the comments. I mean, you know what? Quality over quantity. And who knows? Stuff like that can sit there and maybe someday, a year from now, 2 years from now, thousands of views. Who knows? Don't do it for the views, but you like your it's exciting when your videos do well, of course. Mike, that's our Spurs. That's just what they do. What they do. Brian, I'm kind of wondering why Julian's out. Why is Julian Champagnie starting? Let's start right there. Why is he starting? Why is he getting so many minutes? Is he really giving us that much defensively to keep that spot on the floor? 30-23, Magic are in the bonus. Spurs, I don't think have scored in like a minute or two. Feels like it's been a while. He's decent defensively, but he's so passive offensively. All of them for 3, no good. I mean, he usually takes, 1 or 2, maybe 3 shots a game, and that's it? Trade Devontae Graham for LeBron James' future great-grandchildren? What? Oh, Admiral Joe, Prime David was awesome to watch. He's starting because we ain't trying yet. Thank you, Rhonda. Maybe at some point I'll put TSR's music as the intro. I feel like I'm going to have to change the intro to the channel soon anyway. Not 100% sure Saquon Barkley's coming back to the Giants. And if that's the case, Saquon out. I don't know who I'm going to put in his place, to be honest with you. The Giants really don't have any studs on offense. And then I might take Kelvin out of the intro and put Wemby in there. I got Aaron Judge hitting a home run. That's still relevant. I have Kristen Press scoring a goal. She can stay there. But the other 2, might have to change it. Both free throws good by Cole Anthony. Spurs ball up by 5. We were up by, 9? Just a little, or 10? And we've gone dry here in the second quarter. Can't get a bucket. Marcel Dwell out in three-point lane right now, looking for a pick and roll with Barlow. No pick, no roll. Drives in the paint instead. Pull-up jumper. Front rim, no good. Magic ball, only 5 points. Jarling Chong, good evening to you, my friend. Hey, why not? Let's start City Sissoko. Why not? What do we have to lose? We already lost in a million games. What's a couple more? Moritz Wagner, a Wagoneer, drives in the paint and drives by the entire defense and throws it down hard. This is now just a 3-point game. You know, you guys have said in the streams before, and we'll say it again, Wemby comes out of the game, the wheels fall off. The offense disappears, the defense disappears, we just can't do anything. Today is Wednesday, yes. Yes, Jacob, hump day! Man, Wemby out, and our team just can't do anything. I guess the R brothers, the Wagoneers. Okay, Spurs ball. Blake will get it into Devin. 3, 2. Devin starts to drive. A runner. Nope. Only a 3-point game. I don't. What is up with the 2-day draft? Does that mean it's gonna take forever for teams to make their picks? What is with the 2-day draft? I saw that today. It was announced that the NBA is not 1 day anymore, it's 2 days. First round on Wednesday and second round on Thursday, or Thursday and Friday, whatever it is. Does it need to be 2 days? You used to do both rounds in one night. My concern is, round 1, it used to be what, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and now round 1 will just be 4 hours, and then round 2 will be 4 hours. Do we really need all that? Yeah, we didn't score for a while, did we? We had 30 during a timeout at like what, the 2-minute 15-minute mark, and 2-minute 15-second mark, excuse me, and I don't think we've scored since then. I'm sure I'll put a stat up. Spurs haven't scored since. Blah blah blah. Yeah, I heard he's got a sore ankle. More advertising for ESPN. Yeah, ESPN, huh? I'm a favorite. They're a fan, the favorite of mine. ESPN. ESPN. Wemby might come back into the start of the second quarter. I'm not really sure what his rotation is as of yet, minute-wise, but I feel like it's around 30 again. I'd rather one day I try to keep up with it when it's... Yeah, one day sounds great, too. They're doing the 2-day draft for Bron and LeBron making history. I hope you're kidding. Is Bronny James going to be in the draft? I hope that is... I got to think you're kidding. I haven't seen that anywhere. But to cater to one player would not make any sense. A new worldwide leader of sports. He did play 7 in the first, Bobby. I did notice that. So his minutes went up. Usually as of late in the first quarter, usually would come out at around the 7-minute mark or the 6-minute mark, but he actually played 7 minutes. So I think it's going to be at 30 minutes or so a game, Dazo. He's playing back-to-backs now. Apples and bananas! Good evening to you. It's going to be a sec. Wow. It kills. Good evening. If we draft Alexander Sarr, though, are you going to run? Alex Sarr, are you running Trey Jones at point guard again? Wemby's ranked, I think, 3rd or 4th overall in jersey sales, JBG. He made the top 10. I did see that this week. I want to say he was 3rd. Yes, leave a like for the W. That sounds good. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
There we go. I got to think of stats coming up that the Spurs haven't scored in so many seconds, and, well, so many minutes at this point, excuse me, not seconds. Wemby almost gets a steal, but the Magic get the ball back. We're going to have an alley-oop and an easy dunk for Jonathan Isaac. It's a 1-point game. Dougie McBuckets for 3, no good. If we draft Bunny, he's going to the G League. Yes, he is JSN210. Militano, good evening. We're up by 9. Now we're up by 1. Anthony's runner is no good. Malachi Branham. And Branham with a turnover. What the hell, Malachi? I was just going to say, we finally got a Malachi Branham appearance. And what's the first thing he does? A turnover, you butthead. Wemby with the alley-oop kind of left. And 1. Damn it, Branham stinks. He stinks. I'm sorry. I want him to be good. And he's not. Can you imagine if Pop yanks him out of the game after that turnover and he doesn't play again? All right, he's keeping him in. No, I'm fine. RDM, good evening. But kind of, that's true. Wemby with 12 points on 4 of 6 shooting, 33-29, as we are early in the second. Joe Engels with the ball. Hey, Joe. Hey, Joe. Where you going with that ball in your hand? Ball.
Last night I shot a 3 'cause we were down by 2 points.
All right, anyway. Oh, that's not the clock. We have a foul. Yeah, butthead Branham. Didn't so far. Also had a Rich Vicious signing. Who the hell is Rich Vicious? As a dog, an evening to you. I would give Branham 1 more year 2 as well. 2 free throws from the Magic. First one's good. If he's wow, Blake Wesley just slapped Cole Anthony. I like Branham. I say this year and next year, in year 3, if he looks the same as he did in year 1 and year 2, and he's still shooting for crap, and then you got to move on. But you got to give him at least one more year. We saw Blake Wesley developed over this year. Maybe Branham can do that this year or next year. Foul on the Magic. Spurs up by 2. McNugget and Osman together makes no sense. I think the thought process here, have some shooters out there with Wemby to spread the floor. But Branham and Wesley shooters, they are not. This isn't Malachi Branham. This is Mr. Freeze. Joe, I don't know what happened to him. He definitely, his confidence looks 0. Wemby with a nice pass to Doug McDermott. He's getting the paint. Dougie with the thunder.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Oh, Raging Rich. And Wemby with a block, and the follow-up is no good, so Moritz Wagner can't make the shot. And now a foul on Wagner here as he's a little angry. All right. I like it. Always like a good Wemby block. Like, if you want to see Raging Rich, check out Wemby in the Name Of. New music video put up last night. Cover up Killing in the Name Of. Gets pretty good angry vocals in there. Probably one of my better screams is in that video. Alex, he's going to be special. You just watch out. He's going to do some special things as his career goes. Speaking of which, Wemby with the ball right now. And it's just going to take an off-balance jumper. Back rim, no good. Brandon with the rebound, kicks it out to Osman. Osman for 3. That's no good. Trey Jones with the offensive rebound to Dougie McDermott. Dougie in the paint will get blocked. So we had 3 chances to score there. Missed them all. 35-31, 9.5 minutes to go. And now an alley-oop and a slam dunk by Jonathan Isaac. I missed a bucket by us. What the hell? 35-33. No, I do not know Rick and Morty. I've heard of it. I don't watch it. Spurs up by 2. I'm not sure what happened. I missed a bucket. And now we're going to have a kickball, I think, by Jonathan Isaac. Yep. Yeah, Toby, I missed the bucket. I got it. I have not seen that Bacano. 35-33. A little over 9 minutes to go. Trey Jones with the ball on 3-point land. 10 on the shot clock, starts driving the paint. Runs right back out of the paint. Gets it over to Osman, who's open for 3. No good. Maybe a little less threes, Spurs. Yeah, a little bit less. Just a little bit less. Some easier shots would be good. Magic can go around the world, find the open 3-point shot, and that is no good. Spurs ball. Wemby will bring it up for San Antonio. Cole Anthony missed that 3. Wemby with the ball. He's going to take a 3. Short. Can we stop chucking 3s again? 4th best-selling jersey. Okay. And underneath, another block by Wemby. Magic get the ball back, and Jonathan Isaac gets the jumper to tie it in. Yeah, that's what we do. TSR over Collins? No. Basketball player, I am not. Not at this point in my life. Trey Jones is going to fly into the paint, and the leg rolls off the rim. And we're going to have a jump ball between Brandon and Isaac, I think. Malachi looks like he's efforting a little more on the rebounds. Instead of block of justice from Wemby, it should be block of destruction. Wemby looks like he's... not Wemby. Malachi looks like he's efforting a little more than normal, which, if you've been losing your spot in the rotation, then you need to show Pop you belong back in said rotation. Bacano, yeah, it's... Our offense has disappeared. Loses a jump ball, go figure. Lost to Jonathan Isaac. Our offense has gone ice cold, baby. Yeah, that just happened. It is Orlando ball under 8 minutes to go. Tied up at 35. This 3-point attempt is short. Wemby with the rebound. Franz Wagner with the shot, no good. Wemby will bring it up for the Spurs. Crosses over Isaac, gets it over to Malachi Brandon. Brandon's going to take off in the paint, spins around, drives, throws it up, and Malachi. Okay. Let's put a stat up. The Spurs have had 30 assists or more in 4 straight games. Not too shabby. Anthony Black was under the rim against... Whoa! a huge collision against Wemby. Decided not to shoot it. We're going to have a offensive foul on Wagoneer. Front of the Wagoneer runs into Wemby. Wemby goes down, and that foul is on Wagoneer. He did hear me, Three Beards. He did. Malachi making a case for All-Star. Let's not get carried away. 37-35, and I think we have a timeout, and we do. Or we're going to have a challenge. Maybe a replay? This might be a challenge on the offensive foul. Probably is a challenge. Yep. The refs are looking at it, so we will we'll kind of chillax while we're waiting to see what happens with the call. Wemby having a good first half, 12 points, 5 boards. Jeremy Sohan just checked back in the game, having a fantastic first quarter, 9 points and 6 boards. Hopefully he can keep it up, and both guys can pull down a double-double. No Keldon Johnson tonight. Maybe that's why Malachi Branham's playing, because we're short a guy. That was a terrible 10 minutes. Let's not joke about when you breaking a rib. Let's not do that. Tracy Martin, Go Spurs go to you, by the way. Well, Go Spurs go to everybody. That's a 3. Jeremy at small forward. I mean, the original plan was Jeremy at small forward, Wemby at power forward, and then Zach Collins at center, which I was not a big fan. Actually, no, Jeremy was not. Wait, let me back that up. The original plan was Jeremy at point guard, Keldon at small forward, and Wemby at power forward. Gosh, I forgot about the Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment. That was a rough time in the season. I mean, Wemby's been playing great at the 5. He's been playing much better as a center than he has been as a power forward. Hey, Opa, let's go Spurs is right. And yeah, where's this Malachi Branham been all year? Jeremy's going hard tonight, too. A lot of heart out there. Hard play. Hard. Wemby deserves the superstar call. Nice. The superstar call, huh? Exactly. I'm fine if he... I mean, I'd have to take a look at the call again. I'm on a game break, so you guys are a little ahead of me. Be careful you're ahead of me. Try not to announce in the chat before I announce it. Offensive foul. Unsuccessful challenge. Mickey, good evening to you. That was definitely a charge. Wagoner totally put his shoulder down and ran into Wemby, knocked him over. Yeah, that's clearly a foul. A box of chocolate for Champagne. I think that's what I read before you deleted it. I'll take a box of chocolate for Champagne. I'm kind of hungry right now. Adriel, oh good. Welcome to the stream. Listen, better late than never. 37-35, Wemby drives in the paint. 2 big steps and gets blocked by behind. Wemby gets rejected. Jonathan Isaac tells Wemby to shut the front door. It's 37-35, 7 minutes to go. Paulo Mancaro's checked back in. Gets double teamed by Wemby and Sully and throws across court. We got an open 3. And did he step out of bounds? Yep. Cole Anthony totally Lonnie Walker that play and stepped out of bounds. Lonnie used to step out of bounds all the time. Good old Lonnie. The good old days. Spurs ball. Wemby with it right now. Wemby to drop it off to McDugget. What the hell was that, Dougie? Was that supposed to be an alley-oop? Dougie just throws it right into the hands of Paul Bencaro. Yeah, I think we're going to have reach and foul on Wemby. We are. If and when City can play and he outperforms JC, he'll be on the chopping block. I agree. MT, good evening to you. Julian Champagny, such a team-friendly contract. Really got my hopes up because he played fantastic in Summer League. Played okay in preseason. In the regular season, just hasn't been the same. Yep, the Wagoneer. Sure, we'll go with it. Just go with it. Jacob, I hope not. It's a back-to-back for us, though, so possibly. That's a miss. Devasell with the rebound. Vassell bringing up for San Antonio. Dominic Barles checked back in for the Spurs. Man, light crowd tonight in San Antonio from what it looks like. Like, there's a lot of empty seats. Vassell will get it to Barlow. 8 on the shot clock. Back over to Devin. Devin's going to take a 3. No good. Boncaro with the rebound. And then we have a fast break down the other end. And an easy dunk by Franz Wagoneer. Tied up 37. Glaze and Bacon, from my girlfriend tells me that YouTube's terrible with notifications for her too as well. It's YouTube. Trey Jones, runner no good. Going to get fouled. Looks like he's going to 2. Why does that former WNBA player on her staff look like she hates air? Remember when we won 67 games and everyone thought that season was a failure? Trey Jones at the line. Missed the first free throw. Jones is usually very, very accurate with his free throws. Not so much on that one. Wemby's playing back-to-backs again. Wemby is off the back-to-back restriction. He played the back-to-back last week. I expect he'll play the back-to-back this week, barring any type of sore nads or anything. 38-37, 1-2. They are, Jamie Duran. They are. Still, you hope. Well, I mean, they're garbage, but sometimes players play well and that carries over. Sometimes players play like crap and that carries over. As Boncaro gets loose for a dunk in the paint. Nobody has mine at the end of January. You're probably right about that, MT. Trey Jones in the paint, misses the shot, getting fouled, going to the line again. Jeremy is my second favorite Spur when he plays hard and doesn't force an ISO every play. Jorge Perez, I have been to an HEB. I went to an HEB in December of 2022 when I visited San Antonio, Texas for the first time. That was a big grocery store. Trey Jones for free throws. Good, 39-0. Harry Butt? Anybody seen Harry Butt? What about Harry Johnson? All right, Harry Johnson? There Harry Johnson in here? Anybody seen a Harry Johnson? I'm done. All right. Anyway, Boncaro went to the paint, layup. Wow, he's just manhandling everybody on the team now. Have I visited Buc-ee's? I don't know what Buc-ee's is. Devasell out to Trey Jones. 12 on the shot clock. Back around to Sohan. Sohan's going to drive in the paint. Spins around. Stops. Pops. Air ball. Oh, boy. Wagoneer to the paint. High layup. No good. An offensive board and putback is also no good, but we're going to have a foul. Wendell Carter Jr. going to line him in. The fouls have increased a lot in the second quarter. Richard, remember back when Adam was parked waiting for his brother and the little boy was banging on D-Rob's Benz for an autograph and he got D-Rob's sneakers autograph? Did he really? HEB, Henry Earl Butt. Is that what it stands for? Donald, good evening to you. I have no idea what HEB stands for. Carter Jr.'s first free throw is good. This is the biggest lead of the game for the Magic. This 2-point lead, by the way. No, we can't score, Bobby. Since the 2-minute mark in the first quarter, we've scored 10 points. 10. Zach Wemmy's playing. I mean, he's Wemmying. He's doing his thing. He's playing fine. The rest of the team. I mean, the team's offense has disappeared since the 2-minute mark last quarter. I don't know what's happening here. Champ Penny with the ball right now for the Spurs. Get it to Branham. Wow, we got the A team out there. Champ Penny and Branham. Great. Barlow with the ball, 8 on the shot clock. Drops it out to Sohan. Sohan's just going to launch a 3. Boy, our offense is getting oogly. HEB is Mr. Butt's initials. Oh, all right, Keith. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was Henry Earl Butt. I did not know. Spurs, 0 field goals in the last 3:20. No spit. Magic are decent this year. And a turnover by the Magic, as I say, they're decent. Spurs have a 4-on-3 fast break. Barlow will drop it off to Branham. Branham over to Champ. What a crap fast break that was. Magic easily get back in transition as we just shoot ourselves in the foot. Vassell with the ball. We'll pass it out to Branham. Branham for 3. Nope. And now a foul, and that's going to be on us. Here, everything's better. That sounds good, too. Henry Howardy Butt. Had no idea. Cash Blue, good evening to you. Spurs down by 3. Malik Rose, you're going back. I remember Malik Rose. Late 90s, early 2000s. Is that when he played for us? Did I get my years right? Von Carl drives the paint. Doesn't make the shot. Gets fouled. Going to the line for 2. Referee's getting very whistle happy. No, we can't run a fast break. And the second unit has been pretty bad. Buckeyes is a big truck stop. Oh, I didn't know Marc Gasol was still in the NBA. Von Carl at the line for 2. First one is no good. I feel like the Spurs need a good Chuck Norris to wake up. Family name. Von Carl's second free throw, number 5. That one's good. 4-point game. Yes, Bobby, we are. We certainly are. Last year for Rose was either 2000. Okay, what was right around there? Barlow pull-up jumper, good. All right, Dominic, I see it from here. Has Malachi played the whole second quarter? All right, well, yay. Barlow with a steal, nice, Dominic. Dominic should not be bringing up the ball at all when we're trying to run a break, because that just stopped the offense in transition. So, with the ball, a little juke, a little move, gets the layup. Tie game. Go Pistons! Hey, I'm hoping the Pistons win some games. I'm not gonna lie. I'm all for it. Ooh, huge collision. It's on the Sohan. That's Jeremy Sohan's third foul. Yeah, let the bodies hit the floor. Zach, I didn't know he was still in the league. I didn't know he needed to announce his retirement. I don't think Bob's going to steal minutes from him simply because Zach has a much bigger contract, and just based, I hate to say it, just based on that, I think he's going to get his minutes back easily. Tie again, those have actually been a decent game tonight. I mean, it's been close. The offense has been ugly at times to watch for sure. I don't know what we're shooting right now, but I don't think we're shooting very well. He's only with 3 fouls, so he's going to have to check out. Wait, Jeremy had 6 rebounds in the first quarter. He hasn't had one since. Nothing. Champagny, 0 points. 1 shot. Nice, nice. That's about what we've been getting out of him. Most halves, we get about 0. No shots, just what we need. In there for, to hopefully score the ball, and nothing. Classic Champagny. Since Webb playing like paying, yeah. He has that exactly. The no trade clause, his contract, he's gonna get minutes. But Connor, I could go for some chocolate right now. So hungry. You know what helps make me not hungry though? Hitting the thumbs up.
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Alright. I'm tired. I think can I just have Baby Coyote call the game? There we go. We'll just have Baby Coyote call the game. We'll tilt the camera down a little bit like this. Ooh. I don't know what just happened there. There we go. Let's tilt the camera down. Baby Coyote's got this. Call the game, buddy. Just call the game. TSR's tired. I'm just gonna nap a bit, and Baby Coyote's got this. No, you don't got it? Okay. Well, I guess we're putting the camera back. You can jump and be happy and give you a boop. Boop, 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 boop. That calling the game? Nope, not happening. Good evening, Chris. Thank you for stopping in. Adrian, our fast break, 2 of those fast breaks, Barlow was bringing the ball up for a little bit, which that should not happen ever. Ever! Again. Oh, that's right. He had that one missed dunk. UConn is playing. Well, Lance, no spoilers for UConn, please, because, well, actually, she'll probably know if they won or not. I was going to say she'll probably watch the game tomorrow. She's going to know who won, I'm sure, once the game's over. We need to extend Julian contract for more years before you. We got Julian Champagny for 3 more years after this year. What are you talking about? Zach, he's not retiring. I don't think he's retiring anytime soon. Should he? Maybe. Would he? No. I mean, I don't know. You look at the team, and we don't have a lot of talent. I hate to say it, but as I look at this team, this roster that Brian Wright's put together, I look and I'm like, I think I had my Spurs fan glasses on. I think I've overrated some of the talent on the team. I know I have. That's right. There's only one. Pie eating, 3-point missing, turnover making, shaking and baking, can't make a shot, won't take the shot, but starts every game anyway. The one, the only, Julian Champagny. I'll have a better version of that as time progresses. Vassell pull-up jumper, no good. His twin would be Justin Champagny. I don't think he's been playing very great. That pull-up jumper in the paint's good. Didn't see who shot that as I was looking at the chat. An emo cover I'd be down to do? None. Champagny with the ball right now. Back to Trey Jones. 14 on the shot clock. This is an interesting lineup we have out there. Barlow with the ball in the paint. Oh, he gets clobbered by Wendell Carter Jr. Barlow's going in the paint. Adrian, I don't know that one at all. The Osmond we need to retain. Damn, we need to pick Topic. 2 shots. New song, Don't Pass. Don't pass. Don't pass. Don't pass to Champagny. Hey! Don't pass. Don't pass. Don't pass to Champagny. Come on, that was pretty good for on the fly. To the tune of Don't Stand So Close to Me. Wemby coming back in at the 2-minute mark. Wemby, a lot of people feel that way. He has earned the right to coach as long as he wants. But let's say the Spurs they're going to have a losing season this year. Then they have a losing season next year. Then they have a losing season the year after that. At what point do you pull the plug? Hopefully that's not going to be the case, and we turn it around next season. So we got the Twin Towers out there. Oh, no, Barlow came out. Never mind. No, Barlow was in there. ESPN's wrong. Barlow's in there. Barlow and Wemby. The modern-day Twin Towers. Wemby, little jumper off the glass, no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be off Isaac. It's going to be Spurs ball. That's right. We got the Twin Towers. Victor Wembanyama and Dominic Barlow. They don't call travels anymore. 3J, come on now. That's true. If Belichick can get Pirates, so can Pop. But Pop's in the front office. Wemby with the ball, a little runner is good. 1-point game. I thought we were going to get 2 free throws. No, actually ball in the bounds. I got confused. Wow. Marquez Fultz just flies in the paint, throws down a dunk. No defense there for the Spurs. Jorling, I'm not sure we've seen him dunk a lot. Wemby for 3, no good. Belichick didn't re-sign. He's not with the Patriots. Yes, I was, Dan. I've been a fan since 1990. Carl turnaround, Jay Good. Biggest lead of the game for the Magic, 5 points. Jeez. Osman over to Vassell. Vassell catch and shoot 3. Going to get fouled. Going to go to the line for 3 shots. I don't know. Can't stop. Oh, resign. I thought you said resign. Resign. Okay. Yes, Toby, I've been saying that all year. He takes too many threes. If he was shooting 40% from beyond the arc or better, fine, launch him. But he's shooting under 30% from the year, so hence, therefore, ergo, stop shooting threes. Vassell's first free throw is good. Well, RDM, I'm in for all 5 titles, too. I was there for all 5 of the Spurs titles. I saw my New York Giants win 3. I did miss their first World Series Super Bowl. I have missed a lot of the Yankees World Series for obvious reasons. Second free throw, good. The Spurs were winning teams throughout the 90s and making the playoffs every year. You're just getting knocked out by the Utah Jazz a lot. Vassell with 12 points on the night. 52-49. And he missed that one. In my head, I said make that 13. Well, never mind. Not make that 13. Keep it right there at 12. 52-49. Spurs down by 3. Speaking of threes, that's a 3 for Paolo Banchero. 6-point game. Ouch. Ouch from my couch. Spurs down by 6. The Celtics going to get to Osman. Osman's going to just fall out of bounds. Lost his balance and fell out of bounds. That's turnover. Joe from 1978. Nice. We should have 6 titles. Freaking Ray Allen. Hey, it's Victor one man. Shouldn't that say, hey, it's my rookie year? Let me shoot from half court for all I care. I'll learn. Isaac with the ball in the paint. He's going to throw it on a monster dunk, and the Spurs have sucked in the second quarter. Down by 8. No, yeah, that was John Stockton and Karl Malone. Jeff Hornacek was there for some of that. Mark Eaton was there for the beginning of that. 57-49. Wemby with the ball, drops it off to Vassell. Vassell's going to drive. The runner gets it. And we're going to have a heave-ho and a no-go. Down by 6. I was born in 77, Drilling, so yeah, I couldn't be a fan for as long. And no, Phil, the second quarter's been a collapse for Brian Russell. Yes, he was there for a lot of those. And we do have at least one horrible quarter, Lance. It used to be the third. Lately, it's been the second. I'll get halftime up there, and then we'll go over the halftime stats. But, man, what the heck, Spurs? Anyway, let's pull up the halftime stats. The Spurs outscored the Magic 30-27 in the first, and then just total flip-flop. The second quarter, the Spurs got outscored 30-21. Not what we're looking for. Still have half a game of basketball left. Let's bring up the stats for y'all. All right, for the Orlando Magic, Banchero with 14. Wagoneers, I guess we're calling him tonight, with 10. Carter Jr. with 11. Fultz with 2. Suggs with 2. Off the bench, Isaac with 8. Wagoneer number 2 with 4. Anthony with 4. Ingles with 0. And Black with 2 for our... I was looking at the Magic. Their entire bench has a positive in their plus-minus. +8, +9, +10, +3, +14. Wow. Anthony Black with a +14, the highest out of, I'm guessing, anybody tonight. Yep. Or the San Antonio Spurs, Julian Champagnie. Got a triple single. 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. He got no points. He's over 2 from the floor. In 14 minutes, 0 points. Jeremy Sohan got off to a hot start. He has 11 points and 6 boards. Wemby, 14 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 blocks. No turnovers tonight. No turnovers. The 1 blemish on his game. He's 5 of 13 from the field tonight. 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. I'd like to see him shoot less threes. Trey Jones, pretty quiet himself offensively right now. Over 2 from the field, 3 points, 3 assists. Devin Vassell with 14 points in the first half. Off the bench, no Keldon Johnson tonight, so we got Malachi Branham getting some time in. Dominic Barlow with 5 points. McDermott with 2. Osman with 0. He's 0 for 3 from the field. 0 for 3 from beyond the arc. Woof, I just saw a stat that I don't want to share with you guys, but I will in a moment. Branham getting some minutes back. Played 9 minutes. Has 2 points, 2 boards, and assists. Blake Wesley he's got computer code tonight. 0 for 1, 0 for 1. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 1. He hasn't scored. Hasn't gotten assists. He hasn't caused a turnover. He hasn't done anything but take a 3-pointer and miss it. Okie dokie. The Spurs on the night. How are the Magic doing? The Magic aren't doing well either. The Magic are 2 of 7 from beyond the arc. That's about 29%. That's bad, right? Don't worry. The Spurs are worse. We're 2 of 14 from beyond the arc. 14%. 14% from beyond the arc. Sometimes I feel like I can't even talk. 14 freaking percent. 14 damn percent. Yes, Masagua. No, we shouldn't be. We need him to get offensive rebounds, not launching the threes, because when he's launching threes, he's not going to get the rebound. I would trade for Klay Thompson just so he can mentor everyone on shooting. I don't think he's going anywhere. The Golden State Warriors, though, their window's closing fast. They're not a championship team right now. I believe they're under 500. What am I watching? What is this? I'm not thinking the halftime show. I'm not going to try to be rude, but man, Charles Barkley would be having a field day with this halftime show. Anyway, the Sports Critic Amir, good evening. I was going to send some people over your way in just a moment. First half, well, it was 2 different games. The first quarter, the Spurs looked good until the end of the first quarter, and then the second quarter, my team looked like crap, and your team looked like they knew what they were doing. It's just that's the Spurs this year. Consistently inconsistent. Low field goal. You guys keep praying for don't shoot effing threes again. And then when it goes in, we ask for more. I usually not asking for more because I don't like the 3-point run up and shoot 3-point mentality of the NBA. It's like run up, shoot a 3, what, miss, next team gets it, whoop, run up, shoot a 3, and then it's just a 3-point shooting contest. What drives me crazy is you have a fast break and you're shooting a 3 on a fast break. If your name's not Steph Curry, you should not be shooting a 3 on a fast break. He's the only person I'd be comfortable with if I was a coach shooting a 3 in the NBA. All right, let's go help my buddy out here. Well, not help him out, but let's go visit a buddy of mine. We're gonna do shoot, we got ads coming up. Maybe I'll wait until after that break. Dang it, YouTube and all your ads. Although I appreciate Google's ad revenue. I can't stand all the dang ads. Biscuits.
No living.
Let's mute that so we don't get copyright here. All right, so let me grab his key. I need you all to do me a favor, if you could. A fellow YouTuber who I have known for, 5 years back, and we were both movie review channels when back in the day. Him much longer than me, but we both met as movie review channels. People actually thought there was like a little war between us or a battle, or I don't know, we didn't get along because we both in movies. That's never like that. But he's a Orlando Magic fan, so if we can get some Go Spurs Goes in his chat, I would be greatly appreciated. I'm going to put the link to his channel right here. It is still halftime, Justine. And if you could go to that link right there, that's the Sports Critic Amir, and just go in there and listen, he's a Giants fan, so he's already got it hard like I do. If you could just go drop some Go Spurs Go in his chat and hit the thumbs up for him, he could use some thumbs up. He's got 17 tonight, so can we get him for like 25 or 30? I'll be the first to lead the charge. I'm going to put a Go Spurs Go in there right now. Oh, no, I see Free J's in there. Do a little TSR raid tonight. Hit my man up. He's got a poll, too. Make sure you vote Spurs just to mess up his poll. Although we're down by 6. It's kind of hard to yell Go Spurs Go when we're down by 6. There we go. I see some folks stopping in. Appreciate you. Mucho apreciano. Well, Amir's got to fix his green screen. It's cutting the top of his head off. Anyway, hopefully that helps him out. I know it's tough. It's tough calling teams that are sometimes bad, and the Magic have been bad for a long time. They're finally a little better. What are the Magic's? What is Magic's record this year? I don't even know. Magic are 24-23, but they're 9-16 on the road. This is a home game, so this is a team that very beatable when they're not at home. So actually, if doing the math, they're 15-7 at home, so a much, much better team at home than they are on the road. So we can win this, but we got to play better basketball. Something we've been saying a lot this year. We got to play better basketball. My goodness. All right, let me focus on our chat. Appreciate y'all doing that. Like we got them up, got a thumbs up a little bit. Got them up to 22. 22, good number, good number. Good, I don't know. We're at over 100 on this channel, so thank you very much for all the thumbs up over here. But you don't have to stop hitting it. You can keep hitting the thumbs. Well, don't hit the thumbs up more than once because that'll make it go away. But thumbs up are greatly appreciated.
Go Spurs, go! Go Spurs, go!
And if not for me, thumbs up for this guy. High five. Little kick. Boop, boop, boop. Kick, good luck. All right, let me focus on our chat, as I've probably missed a whole lot of stuff in there. All I see is LT was the best ever. Yes, Lawrence Taylor was a monster at linebacker. Kellen Johnson, Francisco, has a sore elbow. Don't know what caused it, but he is out tonight. A positive, Spurs and Magic could both greatly benefit as trade partners this year. Different conferences, Magic a couple pieces away from making a push. Marauders, who exactly for who? We have so many so-called defensive players who can't play defense. Yeah. Lawrence Taylor did wrestle Bam Bam Bigelow at WrestleMania 11. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was WrestleMania 11. I think it was actually the main event. The co-main event was Shawn versus Diesel, wasn't it? Big Daddy Cool. Seeing Champagne play for 14 minutes and he got a donut. Ken? It's a story of the Champagne. Magic a couple good floor spaces away from being a very good team. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing Champagne's doppelganger, his brother, just wait. No, this is last week's game. I heard Champagne, so I thought, and I saw 76ers. I thought they were showing a Justin Champagne highlight. They were just showing highlights from the Spurs previously. We should trade McDermott and picks for Fultz and WCJ or Jay Isaac. McDermott and picks for Markel Fultz, Wendell Carter Jr., or Jonathan Isaac. I don't know enough about the Magic what I want from them, to be honest. I want to see Bobo and Wemby have a Hell in a Cell match at WrestleMania. Really. My Stone Cold Steve Austin is not very good, RDM. I mean, we all can do this, but the Stone Cold voice, it never worked for me. I could never get it down. And that's the bottom line. I mean, I just don't have it. I suppose if I practiced at it, yes, practice. We're talking about practice, not the game. Not that a game that I live for, die for. We in here talking about practice. What are we talking about? Practice? Not the game. Not the game. Practice. We in here talking about practice. What are we talking about? Practice? I love that. Wemby versus Giant Gonzalez? Oh my goodness. Wemby versus... No. Ernesto, good evening. A tale of two games. The Spurs look good for most of the first quarter, and the offense is kind of disappearing here in the second quarter. Wemby versus... I don't know the current WWE roster. What if you fought one of the little guys from back in the day? Remember when I don't know what the correct term is these days, so I don't want to offend anybody, but, the people that are vertically challenged. We used to have the little guys. Like, there was like a little hillbilly gym version, and there was... Wait, there was a Dink and a Doink, right? There was Doink and then Dink. So Dink was the little guy. So what if Wemby versus Dink? You're welcome, Amir. That's 2019, 5 years. I think you and I... You did the movie thing and left and came back, I think, in 2019. And I started doing the movie thing in 2019 after I had finally ended a 12-year run with a channel that started off as an independent movie company. Then it started doing UFC reactions and death metal reactions, and it just felt really all over the place with no identity. So I dumped the channel, started over with Stuck in the 80s, had a lot of fun with Stuck in the 80s, but it kind of stayed stuck in the 80s. And during that Stuck in the 80s run, if you will, I met the Entertainer Talking Sports, and then met Bad Dog Sports, and then you and Beantown Breakdown, and a whole bunch of others, and I was like, you know what, maybe I'll give the sports thing a shot, and here we are. Hornswoggle. You are taller than the person saying practice on... Yes, I am, Darling Chong. Yes, Stuck in the 80s versus the movie critic. The irresistible force versus the immovable object. The battle to end all battles. Practice, he was about 6 feet tall, Jorling. I am 6'4", so I was am much taller than Allen Iverson. I don't have a crossover like he does, though. Were we on the Bad Dog channel together? I don't remember that. Feels so long ago. It probably did happen. I know me and Alex Sports worked together. I kind of do. I am actually kind of remembering now that you and I were on Bad Dog. That was so long. That feels like ages ago. How's it? Law firm's going well. I don't, was that 2020 we were on Bad Dog? Damn, time flies. Time flies. My channel, though, we'll see. It could be changing over the next 6 months or so. I've been hosting the channel solo with, Grogu and Baby Coyote and Selena, but if Miss TSR ever decides to join me, and I think she'll at some point join me live on streams or do reaction videos or whatever it may be, that'll be the first time in this channel's history that we've had a regular co-host. I've had guest co-hosts. Jeff, for those of you who've been here long enough, I used to do UFC reactions. UFC's gotten way too expensive to buy the pay-per-views, but my buddy Jeff used to sit on the couch with me and do reactions. Beantown Breakdown and I have worked together a couple times doing reactions. I've had me and Bad Dog Sports, who's mentioned in the chat. We've done Yankees reactions together here and there. Julian should ask Sohan about how to cope with being unwanted. Wow. Yes, Fern, he talked about doing Yankees games again. I would be up for it, but the only Yankees games we're going to be able to do are the ones that are on Fox, if there's a game on TBS, or if there's a game on... Well, actually, no, I don't have TBS anymore. I don't have Sling. Fox over the air, or if it's going to be on Amazon Prime, which Prime does show a lot of Yankees games. So if there's a night he wants to hit up a Prime Amazon game, Amazon Prime, he might be up for that. The problem if they're on Fox is I have over-the-air high definition, which means I can't pause it. You can't pause live over-the-air TV. I suppose you could buy a DVR and do that. I'm not buying a DVR. Third quarter's on the way, so I better get the quarter up. And he's on cable, so I'm going to be about 30 seconds ahead of him, which will make it hard. Wait. Yeah, okay, we're in the third quarter. They cut to a camera view. I was like, wait a minute, did the third quarter not start? The third quarter started. That three-point attempt is no good. Start us off for the Magic. WCJ misses a three. It is Spurs ball. Champagne going to drive the paint. The floater is an air ball. It might have been partially blocked. Julian Champagne has yet to hit a shot. Woo, baby. 0 for 3 for the night. Just what I like. Almost a turnover by the Magic. They get the ball back, and now a long three is no good. Wemby with the rebound. Wagoneer with the miss. 57-51. Hurricane Megan, good evening to you. Champagne's on a very team-friendly contract, so he probably will be. His Wemby's runner high off the glass is good. 57-53. Only reason why that damn former Calmer Anderson's kid would go because of premature retirement. Switchblade, I will say, Barry Sanders is my GOAT, but GOATs are just an opinion. They're not facts. I could say Barry Sanders is the GOAT. You could say Emmitt Smith's the GOAT. You could say Jim Brown, Gale Sayers, Walter Payton, Thurman Thomas, Eric Dickerson, whoever you're going to say. Damian Tomlinson. Devin pull-up jumper is good. It's just an opinion. But Barry, I feel, did at least, not including the playoffs, in the regular season, did just as much, if not more, at least yards-wise, not touchdown-wise, with far less. Emmett and Dallas had one quarterback, Troy Aikman. Barry had a ton of different quarterbacks. Rodney Peete, Scott Mitchell, and the list goes on. Wemby with another layup attempt, no good. Gonna get fouled and go to the line for two. And Spurs trying to get the lead down to 2. Come on. Champagne is a G League player. Yep. I can't argue with that. Wemby has 17 points. How's this for a stat? Bo Jackson, RDM, was amazing to watch. Wemby's first free throw is good. Barry Sanders leads the NFL in most yardage lost from scrimmage. From running. From all the negative yard plays he had. And still averaged 5 yards per carry for his career. The Lions just weren't so incompetent for the 90s. That man could have run for 2,000 yards easily more than once. Second free throw is good. Jay, go Spurs, go to you in the Philippines. 59-57. Spurs are coming back. By the way, if you're new to the channel, this is obviously a live play-by-play reaction, whatever you want to call it. That being said, if you are a Spurs fan or Wemby fan or both, I think this is a great place for you to be and to subscribe. We have an absolutely awesome San Antonio Spurs community. Would love to be you to be a part of it. So I can get your take on the future of the Spurs, what you like about the team right now, what you don't like about the team. Should Pop stay? Should he go? Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It is Magic Ball 10 on the shot clock. We had a Boncaro miss, but he got the offensive board. Markel Fulton, the paint layup is good in traffic. Nice shot, Markel. His number should be retired. Barry was great. Good morning, Ronald. I've never been called Rob before, but it's all good. My name is Rich, but close enough. TSR is always good. Champagne for 3. He's like 0 for 4 now tonight. Jalen Suggs for 3. That's good. Yes, we are very welcoming and don't hate anyone for voting Chet for Rookie of the Year. As Trey Jones gets in the paint and gets the layup. Alex Sports! My friend, how have you been? Hopefully life is treating you well. One thing has not changed since we last spoke. The Giants still stink. They stink! Terrible. Terrible. Boncaro, nice crossover, gets in the post. Kicks it out to Wagoneer for 3. We're down by 8. Timeout, Pop. Jeez. Champagne is smart. He waits to the last couple of games of the season to play well to get his money and then stops playing. Wow. He's got 0 tonight so far. He's played, I don't know how many minutes he's played. He's 0 for 4 from the field, 1 rebound, 1 assist. And I feel like he's played at least 15 minutes at this point. It's got to be well over 15 minutes. He's been out there a lot tonight. With Keldon out, he's getting more playing time and not taking advantage of it. Exactly, Brian. Wow, taking a 15-minute nap. Hope for a lead one. Okay, Saul 77. Hope we have a lead when you get up as well. Sell on the bench. Bring back Murray. Jacob, congratulations. Giants remain the constant. Nothing's changed unless we... That Daniel Jones move is looking to be the wrong move. Now, 2 of my Giants fans in the chat, all 3 of you, I looked up Daniel Jones' contract. It's only guaranteed for this coming season. So the season that just passed, this coming season, and then if we want to get rid of him, we can. It's such a double-edged sword with Daniel Jones because he's had multiple head coaches, multiple offensive coordinators, a doo-doo line, a Saquon Barkley that's been in and out of the lineup. His receiving core is not very good. That being said, he's also turnover-prone and injury-prone, and next year is definitely the make-or-break year for him if he isn't even able to play the whole season. I don't think Murray's coming back here. No chance. I really don't see it happen. Wemby is a wasted potential if he doesn't have an experienced player beside him. Well, I mean, the players are getting experience with him. We have a very young team. They're going to get better as time progresses. It's going to take time, though. Ron, good evening to you. Osmond should start or put So in at 3 and Barlow. I like Dominic Barlow. He is not ready to start. I mean, starting Dominic Barlow just means this. Starting Dominic Barlow just means this. Yeah, that happened. I like Dominic. He's not ready to start at all. You know what I haven't done tonight? I haven't shown you the game, my friends.
Sucker!
Pirtle and Trey? Okay, Harrow, yo. All the experience is condensed in one man. That one man starts. Julian Champagne. If DJ could be a knockdown shooter, maybe, but he's not a team defender. He plays lanes, but rather... Welcome back, J Money. I mean, if the Spurs could get DeJounte back on the cheap, I'd be in on it. Atlanta's not going to give him to us cheap after everything they gave up for him. They would be the dumbest team ever if that happened. And I mean, well, who knows? I guess it could happen. DeJounte Murray for a 2nd-round pick. Done. Spurs ball, 8.5 minutes to go. They are down by 8, 67-59. Devasel with the ball well on 3-point land. Pick and roll with Wemby. Starts to drive. And almost turns the ball over. Sohan's now going to take a 3. More like, 2 of 16 from beyond the arc now? Our 3-point shooting is horrific. There's Wemby with a block. Markel Fultz took it out Wemby. No. Bad idea, young man. Sohan in the paint, runner, air ball, and now bodies hit the floor. 2 Spurs are down. Sohan and Wemmy down on the ground. Magic got a 5-on-3. Boncaro in the paint, layup, good. And 1. And we just got 69. Your Bucks are going for Murray?
Champagne. Yes, master. Rise.
I can't do the Emperor's voice. I just don't. I ain't got it. All right, Paul McCarroll at the line. I have no idea. I don't think that foul was on Jeremy. He was down on the floor. Down by 10. What is happening? Wemby with the ball right now for San Antonio. Drops it out to Trey Jones. Jones falls. And we're going to lose the ball. It's another turnover for the Spurs. Jones just slipped on the floor and fell on his butt. Well, more his side. This is... wow. We look good for the first 10 minutes of the game and haven't looked good since. And a turnover, Sohan with the steal. Mickey says this team sucks. And now Wemby falls down and gets a turnover. What is happening in that part of the court? He fell right where Trey Jones did. Fast break layup, tie out top. D'Angelo Russell. Second quarter bad, third quarter worse. Ever since the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, we have been bad. I don't know. What happened? I don't know what to say, Spurs fan. I'm just going to get my crying towel. Carlos Jeter, ¿cómo está mi hombre? Spurs are down by 12. We were up by, what, 9 or 10 at one point in the first quarter? And now we're down by, like, this much? Numi, I think you need to put the word team instead of point guard. We just have a bad team. I know for all the slack that Kelvin gets Monstro investigate, our bench is even worse without Kelvin. Game return? I could go for a set. I'm kind of hungry. I'm really hungry. I've been working out a couple times a day. Miss TSR and I are both hitting the workouts pretty hard. She's doing more of a cardio thing, tone-up thing. I'm doing more of a lift weights. Some tonnage, but definitely trying to put the muscle back on I lost in the fall. And I'm starting to see it. But since I've been lifting weights, I'm hungry more and more and more. Hard chalks or chin, we don't want you like D'Angelo Russell? Wow. I don't know if it makes sense, but they look like 5 guys trying to play individual basketball instead of a cohesive team playing together. Bill, yes. Rick E., good evening to you. Kobitsky, we need some milk. That's what we need. No, he's not going to be peak Giannis as a rookie. No, he's not, Noah Sparks. He'll get better as time progresses. As Spurs fans, I've said this before, I think we're a little spoiled. So we're expecting Wemby to come out and have a David Robinson rookie type year, or Tim Duncan type rookie year, the immediate turnaround for the team. That's just not going to be the case. It looks like Coyote's levitating. I don't know what's really holding him up there. You think gravity would pull him out the couch? Let's see just how long he can stay there. He's happy. He's not too happy. The Spurs are down by 12. Tyler Hero. Spurs Black Heritage Night, Friday versus Pelicans. 6 Heritage to 210-444-5050 for info. Okay. How many points do we have this quarter, Lance? 8. We're outscored 30-21 in the second and 16-8 in the third. We've been outscored 46-29. 46-29 in the second and third quarter combined. Down by 12 right now. Down by 12. Wemby with the ball over to Dev Vassell. Vassell looking for a screen. Not going to get it. And turns the ball over. Jalen Suggs with the pick. And Wagoneer is going to take it down. And Franz Wagoneer throws it down hard. We're down by 14. Magic on a 9-0 run in the last 2 minutes. Spurs, you're making me look bad. I did a video last week that said we're starting to turn things around after we beat the Timberwolves. Now all of a sudden we forgot how to play basketball. Trey Jones in the paint. Gets it to Wemby. Wemby pull up Jay. No good. 2 of 16 in threes, but we keep shooting them. Yep. Homer Martinez, it's been a rough night, my friend. It's been a rough night. No, Andrew, Miss TSR is at home. And Andrew, good evening to you as we have a foul on San Antonio. Yeah, you know what, Zach? I think I have been a curse on this team. This channel started in April of 2019. I called the 2 Spurs playoff games that I called the end of the Spurs playoff series against Denver. They lost those 2 games that I called. And since then, they've been a losing team every year. TSR Sports has been on YouTube. 2 free throws, by the way, for Wendell Carter Jr. coming up. First one is good. 15-point lead. Collins is hurt, isn't he? Anthony, hey to you. M. Easy, good evening. He needs to learn that from Timmy D, M. Easy. Timmy was a master at bank shots. WCJ at the line for one more. Missed it. He's saying there's a chance. Wait, did I see Barlow at the rebound? Is Wemby out? Wemby is checked out after 6 minutes. Alrighty, well, good. That's great. That'll help us win. Demisel fakes a 3, now takes the 3. We can't make a 3. We can't make a 3. And yet we're still throwing them. We're still putting up 3s and we can't make them. But let's just keep throwing it up. What's the definition of insanity? Franz Wagner hits it. We're down by 18. We are getting cooked. Turnover by the Spurs. This is getting embarrassing. Orlando's not a bad team. They're not a good team. They're just kind of mid right now. And we're making them look like NBA champions. The Spurs have 0 field goals in the last 4 minutes. That's the second time tonight I have said the Spurs have 0 field goals in the last insert time here. That 3-pointer is no good. Offensive rebound for the Magic. Paulo Banchero with the ball, drives in the paint and throw. Oh my God. We're getting punked now. I need some ice cream. I might just have some Cheerios after this game. Put a little sugar on. Pour a little sugar on. Now another turnover for the Spurs, and here's the fast break. Oh my God, we're just getting murdered. Jalen Suggs with the dunk, and Pop's going to call timeout, and this is getting embarrassing. Put me in at this point. Look, poor baby Coyote doesn't want to watch now. He can't watch this. Oh, he doesn't like to watch a team play like that. The old laughing on it's Phil. They're embarrassing. They're embarrassing us. What the hell happened to the team from what? I got nothing. I can't even. I got nothing. The team that beat the Hornets and then beat the Wolves and the Hornets and the Wolves won 2 games in a row. All of a sudden, looked like things were coming together. We're playing better, and then get embarrassed by the Wizards. Not embarrassed. Well, losing to the Wizards is embarrassing because they're bad. And then tonight we are actually getting embarrassed. Yes, put me in, coach. Put me in. Sure, Magic fans are loving it. Trade all the bench, including Keldon, for a solid point guard. Consistently inconsistent. We're being outscored 24-8 in the third. The Lakers have been bad too, Carlos. Yeah, Rich, good night. I can't watch our guys. Flex assist. The Spurs in the first quarter were 12 of 23 from the field. That's over 50%. Since then, 10 of 31. That is below 33%. Is it a 17-0 run for the Magic? Are you serious? Noah Champagne stinks. What can I say? Spurs, no field goals in the last 4.5 minutes. Osman for 3. Hallelujah. Wait, we're down 19? I didn't realize we're down by over 20. Holy crap, I didn't realize we were getting smoked that bad. JMO, this is shaping up to be the worst Spurs team of all time. We have to get 20 wins to tie the worst team of all time, and we're only halfway there. We're more than halfway through the season. Franz Wagner with the ball right now, out in three-point land, guarded by the Sohan. Sohan started off great in the first quarter and is not been playing the same basketball since, that's for sure. The whole team hasn't. Suggs pump fakes Devin, gets under him, gets the two-point jump shot, no good. Takes a two-point jump shot. My goodness, TSR. I'm frustrated right now. Sohan in the paint and then throws it out to Blake Wesley. Wesley's going to take off. Runner is an air ball, but then it's caught by Barlow and put in. I think that was a missed shot. I don't think that was a pass, but maybe it was. Bolts down the other and gets in the paint and muscles it up. Pop did say we're doing nothing. Sugar J Cherry, good evening to you. Mike, I will be here till the end. I don't give up, but yeah. Another turnover for San Antonio. I feel like I got a broken record. Another turnover. Bancaro for three. Lemon Grandma's got to stay. Sure starting to look empty in San Antonio. The Frost Bank Center. Devin in the paint. Runner is no good. Fletcher, I don't know about that, but we need a massive run at the end of the third quarter. That's a turnover by the Magic. Spurs ball. We have a break. We have a 5-on-2. Devin in the paint. And he gets fouled. JMO, we need some milk. We need some milk. Chocolate milk, even. Down by 22. Taking a shot of tequila every time Rich says turnover. You do not want to do that. That is dangerous. Amir, we stink. You understand this. You're a Giants fan. I have the unfortunateness of the two teams I love the most suck the most. The Spurs and Giants. Spurs have had 5 losing seasons in a row, and the Giants have had only, 2 winning seasons out of the last 10? I mean, the Yankees have been good, but inconsistent. So I guess I'm kind of almost in the same ballpark as you. Our baseball teams have been good, although both not good last year, but in the last decade have at least been good. Our football team is terrible, and then our basketball teams have been generally bad in the last 5 years. Your team is finally starting to turn it around. I do think the Spurs will turn things around next year. We're going to have a high draft pick this coming draft, possibly a top 3. Maybe we make a trade, maybe we get a vet and whatever, but I think next year is going to be the big improvement year, but it's not going to be this year. Pop said we're not making any trades, Jawan. 3 of 18 from the arc, 16%. Nice. Dave, Champagne is not very good, and Pop is making the decision to start him, which I've been against all season. It's not up to me, though. The Celtics can be at the line for 2. Yes, Anthony, put me in, Pop. We need a rant video tomorrow? A rant video? I haven't done it. I mean, would you guys want to see me just go off on the Spurs like that? I generally try to be positive on this channel, but this week it just got me on edge. Like, seriously, I love hanging out with you guys. I love watching the Spurs, but then when you see them play terrible and get blown out or embarrassed, it's like, really? I could have been doing anything else with my life. I'm watching this. I'm taking 2.5 hours on my life to watch you guys get smoked. Lemmy's only played 21 minutes so far. Pop put him back on the minutes restriction. Are you serious? Gin Fizz, good evening to you. 20-point game. This three-pointer is, Cole Anthony for 3. We can't. Now they're just hitting everything. That confidence is off the roof for the Magic right now. I don't know. We're going to trade value for Champagne when he's on the floor and he can't make a bucket. The sell-off balance 3, no good. Let's just keep chucking up 3s. They haven't been going all night, so maybe we just keep throwing them up. They'll start falling in because, the do theory. Spurs almost caused a turnover. We might have a jump ball in the way. We have a timeout by the Magic. Never mind. He does need to get off that restriction. Minnesota game was a fluke, 1-point win. You know, Lance, it's looking like it. Fletcher says you're probably not too far off there. If Kelvin was starting over Julian Champagny, we'd have almost no scoring off the bench. Osman's incredibly inconsistent. McDermott's inconsistent. You can't count on Blake or Malachi to get you scoring off the bench, or Barlow. If Kelvin's in the starting lineup, we have no scoring off the bench. Well, Kelvin's not playing tonight. We have no scoring off the bench. Thank you, Dave. I mean, you can't see my I don't have much of a bicep there right now anyway. That girl's got a lot of ink. Wow. We get 2 top 10 picks next draft. J-Mo, okay, so here's the situation with that. The Spurs have their own first-round pick, shaping up to be probably a top 3, at worst top 4. Well, at worst could be top 7, but I'm assuming we're going to finish the 3rd or 4th worst team in the NBA, although we have other teams tanking pretty hard around us. The Toronto Raptors pick, we own that this year, but it is top 6 protected. And right now the Raptors are the 6th worst team in the NBA, and they're heading in the wrong direction. They are playing awful basketball. They traded OG and Pascal Siakam, and they've been dealing some injuries, so they are in full tank mode. The Raptors will probably retain that pick this year, which means it'll roll over to next year as, I believe, a top 6 protected as well, which might be better for the Spurs. Next year's draft is deeper than this year's draft from what I'm hearing. So if we don't convey that this year, it might be better to have it next year. The problem is going to be, though, a lot of teams are going to get better with draft picks, such as our own San Antonio Spurs, and the Raptors could end up being a bottom feeder in the league again next year as well. William B., good evening to you. I didn't even see which side's turned away for a second, and we got an inbound dunk, I'm assuming, by the Magic. They're up by 25. Spurs taking 5 nature damage per round. They have 2 health left. Wemby's checked back in for the Spurs. Branham with the ball right now for San Antonio. Pull up Jay. It's good. Malachi Branham at least playing a little better tonight if there's any silver lining. John, we have a lot of issues offensively, a lot of issues defensively. Who's worse right now, Champagny or Branham? Ooh, turnover by the Magic. Now Wesley with the ball. Sprints at the court. Gets in there lip. He is so fast on the break. Blake is just lightning. Branham or Champagny, who's got the higher ceiling? That's a total brick by Cole Anthony. All right, Spurs. Maybe we can make this respectable for crying out loud. Dougie McBuckets catch a 2-3. Nope. Maybe not. Jones with the rebound. Champagny worth the box of chocolates. Man, you guys keep making me hungry with all the food and food references. Very hungry. Right now I'm very hungry. Angles gets pickpocketed by Wesley. Wesley on the break again. Sprints up, and Wesley with the thunder.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Well, Blake Wesley's come to play in the second half. How about the rest of the team? Wesley showing off his speed tonight with 2 fast breaks where he just blew by the defense. And they are not going to be able to keep up with him. Cole Anthony with the ball, drives, loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay Magic ball. 3, I mean, he finished 2 fast breaks there. 19-point game. Maybe we can make this interesting. Blake's got some jets, though. When he takes off, he's gone. Bacano's hungry, too. Pesto spaghetti. Okay, sounds good. And now Wemby with another block. And that's Spurs ball. Let's slow it up and hold for the... Let's hold. I don't want to say, because whenever I say the full sentence, they turn the ball over. So let's just hold. And Wesley's going to get fouled. 5 seconds ago. I'm hungry. I'm so hungry. There's my remote. I mean, it's not likely to come back, but at least we can make this interesting. They'll get it into Wesley. Wesley going to turn on the Jets, fly into the paint. Cross court to Osman. Osman's 3-point attempt. It's the backboard. Not even close. This has been an ugly middle of the game. We're up. We outscored the Magic 3 in the first, got outscored by 9 in the second, got outscored by 13 in the third. Spurs have scored 21 points in the second and third. We got outscored 64-42 in the second and third quarter. That's just some oogly basketball, my friends. Oogly. You know what, though? You know what's not oogly? The thumbs up. We're at 123. I'm just going to go for 125 tonight because 150 seems a mile away with the Spurs getting crushed by a team that, let's face it, they don't have a very large fan base right now. So if we can get to 125, I'll be happy. And, of course, make sure to like and subscribe if you're a Spurs fan to join our Spurs community. That is Talk to Me, Ricardo. Carlos, what's wrong, man? You were talking to other people in like Spanish and about food. Militano, the Spurs have fallen apart since the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. They're throwing up a bunch of threes and missing them left and right. I'm happy when we play on Valley Sports because I don't have to hear the announcers mispronounce Wemby's name. Man, if we didn't have Wemby, we'd probably have 3 wins this year. Connor, don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about. But, sure. Spurs need to score 50 in the fourth quarter. Okay. Let's do it. Healthy Wemby will keep us from being a tanking team. We just need to evaluate talent and what the team needs going forward. The bench is much worse than I thought. The bench has been awful. We are getting nothing out of the bench on most nights. No, Jam, I know who that is. I don't know what he's referencing. I don't follow what's happening over there, so sometimes you guys will reference stuff that's happening over there. I don't know what's going on over there. I'm in my own little Spurs world right here. The 3-point shot didn't exist. We had 30-plus wins this season. If we didn't have Wemby, Detroit would be laughing. That's true. Cereal, sandwich, some popcorn. That sounds like quite the meal on a late Wednesday night. Hey, good for you. I'm probably going to grab something to eat after this. Extra cheese. Oh, man. I could go for some pizza. Oh, my gosh. I could go for some pizza. I didn't reset my clock. Well, or my quarter. What just happened here? I'm working on it. Hey, we just hit a 3. That Wemby for 3? Okay. I still don't like all the threes he's taking, or that the team is taking for that matter. We'll fix this now. There we go. Boom. We are now fixed, and that's a miss for the Magic. Spurs get the ball. Kellen's got a sore elbow. I don't know why. And now a foul on Dougie. 16-point game. Bench scoring. Our offense this season is lob to Victor. No point in stretch, just play and develop. Fair. I have just entered into TSR's world because those takes are no more see things. Alani is shooting very good from 3. McBucket's at the line for 1. I'm not sure, Milton, what you mean. Doug, you missed the first free throw. Brandon makes more passes to guys not looking. Oh, no, we're not making the play-in. No. He missed them both, Dougie! I mean, Lonnie's finally starting to come around in year, 6? And a turnover. That was steal by Wemby, tip by Wemby, McDermott for 3. Dougie, come on, you're killing me. You're killing me. We get the turnover, and then we just chuck a 3 right after getting the turnover. We don't set up a play, just run up and launch a 3. That's the NBA I can't stand today. When you just run up and constantly just launch these threes left and right as Ingles gets in the paint and gets the jumper off the glass. Tomorrow is February already. Random up the ball right now for the Spurs. Malachi into the paint. Throws it up off the glass and gets blocked. Well, we can't make 2-pointers either, apparently. Ingles for 3. Blink, no good. Wemby with the rebound. And Wemby will drop it off to Osman. He'll bring it up a little over 10 minutes ago. Osman sprints into the paint. Throws up the left. He gets blocked. Cole Anthony's jumper is good. 20-point game. Dan, what happened? We Spursed it up. Serge, good evening to you. Homer, this has been a nightmare. Trey Jones runner, brick. We're just not hitting from anywhere. Cole Anthony pull-up jumper, good. Popped and call timeout. We're back down by 22. What a awful game tonight. Chetty Osman is on an expiring contract, Marauders. Chetty's contract expiring. Don McDermott's contract is expiring. Both might not be Spurs next year. Too many Spurs players on the floor. What the heck, man? They pee me off. Adrian, we're not doing Valentine's Day. Percival, go Spurs, go to you. I am very lucky that my girlfriend, and I'm the same way, we're not materialistic, whereas we're not really big on gift giving. We're more on physical touch. I don't mean just sex, although that's a very good part of the relationship, but I mean physical touch can be just holding hands or cuddling or just sitting next to each other in a movie. Like, we're very much about that. Quality time together, I think, is our two things we match on the most. And just gifts. Gifts are nice, but I mean, Valentine's Day is such a commercial holiday. I don't like it. She doesn't like it, so we're on board. No gift giving for Valentine's Day. Big Papa 44, good evening to you. Spurs bench think they're prime Kobe. What's up, Robin? Maybe. You know what? This is embarrassing, and we are missing Keldon from the bench tonight. We really are. Muhammad, this almost feels like garbage time already. I'm shocked at how bad this game has gotten. How are you, idol? What do you mean am I idol? First, I said hi to you, didn't I? Did I forget to say hi to you? Well, there's a hi again. I tried to say hi to everybody. Person watching from Saudi Arabia. Topic got injured, did he? XC Gamer, you love this team? I mean, I love the San Antonio Spurs. I don't love the way the team is playing. Trash Can ain't made defensive or offensive play since the first quarter. Who's Trash Can? Jedi Trick, good evening to you. Rob Dillingham's a name I've heard. Ratcher, the three-point shooter. He's a small forward. I'm butchering his name. I'm assuming. Champagny. Gotta be talking about Champagny. Old man, take a look at my life. Wemby's playing tonight, and not having one of his best games. Most of the team is playing bad tonight. This has been awful. Wemby has 21 points, 7 boards, so I mean he's playing fine. Trey Jones very quiet tonight. 1 of 4 from the field, 5 points, 4 assists. Julian Champagny, I don't believe, has scored. And he's played like 20 minutes. He's just... I don't know why he keeps starting. I feel like I can make a video every week. Why is this man still starting? $97-75, and I guess a last-ditch effort here in the next couple minutes to make it respectable and try to make a huge run. I mean, we could go on a 15-0 run. That happens in basketball often. Trey Jones takes a 3. Trey Jones hits a 3. He did get a new contract, Joan, but it's a team-friendly contract. It's 4 years for like $12 million. You don't have to pay. It starts them if they're only making $3 million a year. That's a miss for the Magic. Spurs ball. Brandon will bring it up. Gets it up to Trey Jones. Jones over to Osman. Osman's going to launch a 3. Where the hell was this 3-point shooting earlier in the game? Can't have $3 million sitting on the bench. We got Zach Collins sitting on the bench making like $9 million. You got Keldon Johnson sitting on the bench making, what, 17 or 8 million this year. Now turnover by the Magic. I think you're just messing around. McDermott for 3. Damn it, Doug! Yep, Keith. This. And now foul on Wemby. Good Lord, do we have more money almost sitting on the bench than we do the starting lineup? McDermott's making like $13 million. Keldon's making, I think, 17 or 18 this year. Zach's making almost 10. Do we have more money on the bench than we do in the starting lineup? Champagne and Jones don't have very big contracts. Wemmy's on his rookie contract. Sohan's on his rookie contract. Devin, I think, is in the last year of his rookie contract, and then the extension kicks in. We got like $28 million in dead cap. Do we, Dan? Oh, Devontae Graham is on the bench. He's making $12 million. I mean, there's more players on the bench, but if we took the 5 highest players on the bench against a starting lineup, I think the bench is more. I have to do a video on that tomorrow. Wemby with the ball, 8 minutes to go in the post. And gets poked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs. 7 on the shot clock. Have you made any messes, and have you eaten other things that you know are not healthy, but you have eaten them? All the time. The stuff that tastes the best is the stuff that's not the healthiest. Like ice cream and cake and cookies and candy. There's 2 on the shot clock. Dougie got the ball. Sohan had the ball with like 3 seconds. Gave it to Dougie with 2. Dougie gave it back to him at 1. Shot clock violation. Real brilliant. Meltano at the end of his rookie contract, he'll be eligible for a massive extension or massive contract. I don't know if it's a max contract after 4 years. I don't think so. But he's going to get paid. Wagner to Wagner, and there's a layup. They're going to get to 100 here in any second now. Sohan almost turns the ball over. Dougie's going to get it. He's going to throw him down and dunk. Or not? Is that a foul on us? There was a foul somewhere. The bucket didn't count. Schroling, I wish Kelvin was still in the starting lineup, but our bench sucks. Spurs have trailed by double digits in 37 of the last 48 games, or 37 of the 48 games this season. I believe that, Andy. Struggle's real. Struggle's real. Believe it. 99-81. 7:15 to go. And Franz Wagner into the paint, misses off the glass. It's Spurs ball. Osman will sprint up the court and then almost turns the ball over. Sohan gets the ball back and throws it down. Ugly looking dunk, but hey, it went in.
Thunder dunk of justice.
Slightly worse than 29. Thank you, Keith. 142 people watching, 131 thumbs up. I'd love to get to 150, but I understand if we don't, the Spurs are losing, and I know it's hard to hit the thumbs up when they're losing. Down myself for 3 after the Magic turnover, and hey, it's a 13-point game. This game is not over. We're down by 13. I just realized that myself. We're actually coming back a little bit here. Yes, Coyote, you can watch again. All right. It's not over yet. We have outscored the Magic 14-8 here in the fourth. And we're actually making it respectable. Maybe they can make a run and maybe find a way to win this game for the home crowd. We're paying more for players that aren't even on the roster than we are for our highest paid player. I believe that. Time to get the old false hope going, right? Selena Jersey Clip Flex, you got it.
When you're ready, come and get it.
No, Bacano leads in the NBA can easily be just taken away like that. JMO, yes, sorry. I saw you. Yeah, you're right. My concern with Sarr would be is that going to kill our floor spacing? He can't shoot threes, can he? Now, granted, you could say, well, TSR, Robinson and Duncan were shooting threes when they were the Twin Towers, but the game has changed a lot from when Robinson and Duncan were out there together from 97 to 2003. The game has changed substantially. Hand checking actually was still around when the Twin Towers were around. Not over until the San Antonio lady sings. Oh. Sarr's threes are so. You got Victor out there whose threes are subpar. Sarr's threes who are subpar. Sohan's okay. Vassell's decent. I assume Trey Jones starting next year if that's the case. If we draft Alex Sarr over Champagnie. Or Champagnie's not going to be in the starting lineup. So now you have Trey Jones who's an inconsistent three-point shooter. So you really would have awful floor spacing with that lineup. Then again, you have two giants out there, so maybe that's all you need. Veronica just got home from work. Veronica, we were down by over 20 to the Magic. Check this out. We're up by 3 at the end of the first, and the Magic outscored us by 9 in the second, outscored us by 13 in the third. So we got outscored 64-42 between the third and fourth quarter, or second and third. We're coming back here in the fourth. We were up by 9 at one point in the first quarter, and then at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter, the Spurs forgot how to play basketball, and it's been all downhill until recently in the fourth quarter. Were we down by as much as 25? We need some chocolates. Dan, the whole thing with, the NBA is all analytics with a three-pointer. If you take 102-point shots and make 50%, you're scoring 100 points, right? If you just take 100 three-point shots and make only 35 of them, which is around the league average, you're going to score 105 points. By the way, that's another turnover for the Magic. Offensive foul. We have a chance here, Spurs fans. There's 6.5 minutes to go. We're only down 13. Vassell with it out in three-point land. He's going to take the catch, or just launch the three, not even catch and shoot three. The ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. That's one thing we've been doing a lot too much. We have been shooting way too many threes, and we're missing a high volume of them. Let's get wet. Wemby gets a 100-point game. I would love to call that. Maybe in today's NBA, somebody could score 100. It's not impossible to think. And a steal by Trey Jones. Jones sprints up the court, gets it up to Osman. Osman in the paint. Layup is good. It is an 11-point game. Spurs have all the momentum right now in a pretty much half-empty arena because everybody left with the 25-point blowout on the around the circle. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? Spurs on a 13-2 run in the last 3.5 minutes. So you're saying there's a chance. Wagner in the paint, little jump hook is going to roll off the rim. It's Spurs ball. Sohan with the rebound. Jeremy will bring it up for San Antonio over to Osman. Osman back to Jeremy. He's open for three. He's going to take the three. He's going to make the three. 8-point game. Spurs on a 16-2 run. What is happening here? And we're going to have a foul on the Spurs. Thought we had a turnover. I think it's a foul on Trey Jones. I can't believe that they're making this. They did get Hapacano. Yeah, Jones. Ticky-tack foul, but it is what it is. $99-91.
5 minutes remaining.
Carl for three. No good. Sohan with the rebound. Put Wemby Grandma in. Homer Martinez staying consistent with the 45 wins. I love it. Trey Jones out in three-point land. 4:44 to go. 8-point game. Jones starts to take off. Gets it to Devin. Devin's going to take off. Back to Jones. 3 on the shot clock. We're going to get another shot clock violation. Good God. Come on. TG1, what's up? Agent Symbol, thank you for stopping in. A shot clock violation. Way to just kill your momentum. Magic have 0 field goals in the last 3 minutes. That's the first time they put that stat up for Orlando tonight. I've seen that stat a couple times for the Spurs tonight where they went field goal list for a long stretch of time. That three-point attempt is no good by Jalen Suggs. Spurs ball. Jones drives, gets it over to Vassell, catch and shoot three. 5-point game. 5-point game. Spurs on a 13-0 run. This is not the group you'd think would be doing it, but it's working right now, so we got to keep them in. You got to say bring Wemby in, but this is working. That's another miss. Markelle Fultz pull-up jumper, no good. Devin will bring it up for the Spurs under 4 minutes to go. Devin into the paint. Out to Osman. Back to Devin. 12 on the shot clock. 99-94. Devin pick and roll with Barlow. Over to Jeremy. Jeremy into the paint. Gets underneath, his defender, layup is good! Timeout Magic, 3-point game! What is Spurs on a 15-0 run? Sohan, Jones, Vassell, Barlow, and Osman. What? Is that our starting lineup in the next game? No, it's not. Wow! Down by 25, and now we're down by 3. Phil, I think Wemby's sitting because this is the lineup that's making the comeback. Blackout, I agree. Probably should bring Wemby and Bananas back in. But this is the unit that's doing the run. It's double-edged sword. It's like, yeah, you want to go your starters, but it's these guys that are actually putting it together. Yes, smash that thumbs up for this first comeback. Woo!
Go, Spurs, go! Go, Spurs, go!
Hot check Torres, good evening to you. You know what? No matter what happens, I'm glad they are fighting. That's the one thing I've said all year. If you're getting beat, don't lay down. Jump up. And they did tonight. July 26th, the Magic don't have an answer for this 5 right now. They really don't. Not the 5 you would think, but it's a 5 that's playing well. Loud defense chance for the first time tonight in the Frostbag Center. Spurs on a 21-2 scoring run over the last 5 minutes and 50 seconds. And I did say, I'll stay here to then. You never know. You could go on like a 15-0 run. Well, the Spurs have done that. I think they're on exactly a 15-0 run. Wagner with the ball into the paint. Almost loses it. And he's going to get bailed out with a foul on Chetty Osman. I'll see a replay on that. That's a foul? A little bit of acting there. A little bit of acting. Magic ball, 99-96. Franz Wagner with the ball again. Out to Von Carl for 3. In and out. They get the rebound. Magic still have the ball under 3 minutes to go. 99-96. Magic are in the bonus. Franz Wagner. Pass it over to Fultz. Fultz is going to get into the paint and rebound. Carter Jr. misses a dunk and misses a putback and now a foul. Come on. Carter Jr. with the misses the... Latino Lantern with the $5 super chat says up by 20 in the first. I went to a bar here to go watch Spurs. Then they were down by 25 and it made my beer suck. Come home down by 3. Latino Lantern, thank you for the super chat. And yes, this game has been all over the place as Carter's first free throw bounces around a million times and finally goes in. Bobo and Embiid, no. How about Kai Soto when Wemby's out? Wemby is checking back in. Mr. Fourth Quarter, can you do it in the last 2.5 minutes? WCJ at the line for one more. That was a 15-0 run, which ironically is what I said we needed. I'm pretty sure I said we need like a 15-0 run, and the Spurs got that in the fourth quarter. We got 2.5 minutes to close this game out. Wemby with the ball, calling for it, gets the ball, tries to squeeze a bounce pass into Devin, and that's going to be pickpocketed. That's another turnover for the Spurs. Take your shot at tequila, my friends. And Markelle Fultz is going to drive in the paint, and like that, we're down by 7. We need a Wemby dunkie for sure. Trey Jones with the ball. Out to Osman. He just lost it out of bounds. Over comes in. Withdraws the $5 super sticker with the little guy dancing. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Thank you for your support. And the Go Spurs go to you. The Go Spurs go to everybody that's super chat tonight for that matter. Have a good evening. This was a good comeback, but I want to finish the comeback. You know, I don't want the foreplay. I want the finish. Wait, what? You know what I mean. Magic Ball, 7-point game. They are in the bonus under 2 minutes to go. Von Carlo pull-up jumper is no good. Ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be Spurs ball. Rumor has it the league has a magnet and official game ball. What? 103.96. Let's go. Come on, San Antonio. Finish this strong. You don't waste a comeback like this. Vassell with the ball, drives in the paint. Little Euro step action, gets rejected. And a foul, and Spurs are asking for the goaltend. I don't know if they're going to get it. Carlos Jeter with the super sticker result. Thank you for the $1.50 super chat, my friend. Devin's going to line for 2. Still a nice game, nice comeback, but I do like that little dog. He's just chilling. He just, it's Bear. Carlos just had... Devin missed a free throw. That's a Bear super chat right there. Devin Vassell, 20-point games. Got a career-high 20 games this year. 18 last year, 7 year before that, and then none as a rookie. Tonight he has 24. And missed them both. All right, let's see the trade Devin talk on the Twitters tomorrow. Or X or whatever on social media. Spurs 15 of 22 from the line tonight. The Magic are 14 of 17. Those missed free throws are killing us. As Wemby gets another block. We got to get the ball up the court, guys. And we turn it over! Under a minute to go. A costly turnover. 2 missed free throws. And a reach and foul on the Spurs. Stupid Lex Luthor looking ref. Wow. 25 points down. Cut it to 3. And now just collapsed here in the last couple minutes. Joe, I don't know. Inexperience for sure. Turnovers kill us. Missed free throws. All the 3-point attempts they took and missed. We were chucking a lot of bricks. We were laying a brick house. Next game, Spurs fans, is the Spurs and Pelicans Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. I'll be live with Miss TSR Sports for the game. She'll be rooting for Jordan Hawkins. She'll be rooting for the Spurs, but she'll be rooting for Jordan Hawkins. She's a UConn fan, which we've mentioned on the channel before. Yes, they did, Phil. The Wemby turnover, his teammates went down the floor, and he got stuck there in nowhere in land, and Carl makes them both, and that's probably going to do us in. Dang it. If you are leaving, please make sure to hit the thumbs up on the way out. It still does help the channel, as we have another foul and probably 2 free throws for the Spurs. Yes, it is. And he definitely felt the tease tonight. To come back like that, I really thought we were going to do it, and then we didn't do it. I mean, I suppose if we had a Reggie Miller-like or Tracy McGrady-like 30 seconds. Devin at the line for 2, hits the first one. A million chanclas. Wow, Veronica, that's a lot of sandals across the face. 105.97. Young team of youngin. Made the second one. 7-point game. That lineup they had with it was this lineup with, was Devin in there? They got the announcer doing the defense chant. He's all by himself. Nobody's chanting defense. Finally, a reach and foul by Trey Jones. 105.98. Did I read your mind? Were you thinking that, Carlos? Plain Z, good evening to you. I mean, that's what we need. Unfortunately, we don't have that type of firepower on the roster as of yet. Hell, you're right. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. But that lineup he was using got us back in it, and then he changed the lineup, and all the momentum was gone. I know Wemby's the man, and we should have Wemby in there over Barlow pretty much at all times, but that lineup with Barlow in there was clicking. Vinny the Microwave Johnson. Well, the refs always kill momentum with fouls. Missed the second free throw, and now another foul. Anthony, not the 7'4" player. We had the first overall pick is more like it, and how we're that bad. A young team. A young team that's been experimented with too. With the Jeremy Sohan point guard experiment, which was just an abysmal failure the first, 20 games of the year. Then the Malachi Brandon point guard experiment sure as hell wasn't any better. Von Carl's at the line, makes the first one. So that's the game. I mean, we're not coming back now. We're down by 9. We needed 3 more fourth quarters. Exactly. We are better than this record, Opinion Sports Show. I would agree with that. Joe, we'll get to the final stats after the game is over, which is going to be very, very soon. Vassell with the ball, just launches a 3. That's the game now. That's officially the game. I don't know what sucks more. Spurs getting blown out to the end or making a great run, then resume to making dumb plays. Exactly. This was a frustrating loss. To just see him come back and then get all that hope. Like, hey, we can do it. And then the hope is gone. Well, we got 6 blocks? Well, at least we have each other. I like that, Adrian. I like that. Well, I know a lot of you are going to take off. Please hit the thumbs up on the way out. I'm going to go ahead and go over the final game stats. The Spurs did outscore the Magic 26-17 in the fourth. The problem was those second and third quarters where we just got annihilated, and that really set the tone for the game. We were behind a ton going into the fourth, and they scraped, they clawed, but couldn't quite finish it off. Let's get to the final game stats for the Orlando Magic. Von Carl with 25, 9, and 7, and only 1 turnover. He had a pretty damn solid game. I don't know if he played that well. Franz Wagner with 20 points in 8 and 5. WCJ with 14 points. Fultz with 11, and Suggs with 7. Off the bench, Isaac with 8. The other Wagner with 10. Anthony with 11. Ingles with 0. He's the only Magic player that played that didn't score, and Black with 2 for our San Antonio Spurs, who have dropped another one at home. Champagny, 20 minutes, 0 points. Rocking a minus 15. 0 points, 0 for 4 from the floor. Why is he still starting again? Jeremy Sohan had a huge first quarter. Didn't quite play that great the rest of the game. 18 points, 12 boards, which is nice. He also had 5 turnovers and 5 fouls. Not so good there by Sohan. Victor Wembanyama, 21 points, 8 boards, 3 assists, 2 steals, and 6 block shots. Did have 3 turnovers, but you know what? When he plays 30 minutes, 3 turnovers, perfectly acceptable for how much the offense goes through him. So that's the number we like to see. He was 7 of 15 from the field, 2 of 5 from the arc. So overall, statistically speaking, Wemby had a good game. Trey Jones, 8 points, 8 assists, and 3 steals. He only took 5 shots tonight. All right, whatever. Vassell was pretty solid tonight. 26 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 8 of 18 from the field. So, I mean, we had a couple guys play well tonight. The bench was quite mixed, as was our three-point shooting. 9 of 31 from the field. We brought it up to 29%. But overall, the three-point shooting was not very good. And as far as the bench play, Dominic Barlow, 7 points, 5 rebounds. Not too shabby in 18 minutes. McDermott with 2, only 1 of 6 from the field. He had a rough game. Chetty Osman, 8 points and 3 assists, but he was only 3 of 8 from the game. Branham seems maybe he's spot back in the rotation. Not sure. 4 points, 4 boards, 2 assists in 15 minutes. Blake Wesley was quiet in the first half, but pretty strong in the second half. Finished with 4 points, a board, and assist to steal, and had a couple fast break finishes, a layup and a dunk, showing off his blazing fast speed. Still, the Spurs lose 108-98. And we now, I don't know if the standings are going to be updated by ESPN this quickly, but if we take a look, at least as of this morning, Spurs are the 3rd worst team in the NBA again. The Pistons are there with only 6 wins. The Wizards have 9, and we have 10. The Hornets are right there with us with 10 wins. They have 2 less losses. Hornets have lost 5 in a row. They're a mess. We're a mess. A lot of these teams on the bottom are a mess. Portland's not playing great. Toronto's absolutely tanking. Memphis without John Morant and a lot of other players is falling apart. Be interesting to see who finishes on the bottom 5 in the NBA. I thought we were getting better, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of games like this because we lost, but we had a huge comeback. So are we better than we think we are, or I don't know. Amir, what's up? Congratulations on the Magic win. I really thought we were going to come back too, but there was a timeout, and then we made some switches in the lineup, and then the lineup just couldn't get it done at the end. I feel like the only thing we need to care about is Victor's Rookie of the Year run and the lottery odds. That's fair, Leo. I mean, I'll be here for the rest of the season. But yeah, those are kind of the big two things right now. GG indeed. You thought Spurs were getting better, but Pop is still the coach. We have an easy schedule to pass games, and we not won a bunch of them. We are one of the worst. That's true. That was one of the easiest parts of our schedule, Flector Sys, and now it's that part is gone. Zelot, good evening to you, and it's about 10:30 where I am, so I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you all for hanging out here. Tough game, but you know what? We're here, you're here, and I thank you for all that. So on behalf of myself, Selena, Grogu, and Baby Coyote, what's going to do when TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!